Pick the Nintendo Shack and pray. Frederick from Fire Emblem Awakening says, yo.
Greetings, Kooplings! Welcome to this week's episode of the Nintendo Check Podcast, episode 426, Mina Burrows through. It's Friday night. I'm tired. I just chugged a coffee. Need to get my second wind. Hi, Donnie. Hi, Delvin. How are you?
Good. This is how we do it. Dun, 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 dun. This is how we do it. Na 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 na. Sing it, Rebecca. It's Friday night.
This is how we do it.
This is how we do it. It's Friday night.
I need that energy.
All right. Come on, you gotta have this energy. It's Friday.
I don't have it yet. I literally, at 8 o'clock. So we decided we were going to podcast at 8:30. Is it 8:09? I'm like, I need to take a nap.
I was like, hey.
So I took a nap from 8:15 to 8:25. Why are you laughing at me?
No, that's not what happened, Rebecca.
Do you have 100 alarms ready to go on your phone?
Yes.
She does. Yes, she does.
Do you want to see
How
them?
do they come off the factory like this stuff?
Look.
When I wake up I try to wake up at 7 o'clock for my job that I have to leave at 8 o'clock for. And so I'll set 6:45, 6:55, 7 o'clock, 7:01, 7:05, 7:10.
7:01, Delvin.
Yes.
My wife does this. I'm like, what the fuck are you trying to accomplish with this?
And then I have different times set for different times of the day that I might need to wake up. If it's a weekend.
Every 30 minutes.
Sometimes it's every 15 minutes.
Rebecca,
Sometimes it's every 10 minutes.
I tried to shotgun a friendship with you and my wife, and I need your help on this.
Yes.
You guys would be real
See,
pals.
I know that we would. I just have trouble with replying to people.
I can explain
She
this,
needs
Johnny.
friends. She needs friends.
I need friends too.
I can explain this, Johnny.
I'm
See,
trying to help.
I need local friends though.
if you play an RPG, right? If
No,
life's an
hell
RPG,
no. I'm not moving to Atlanta. Are you kidding me?
You've got friends here, though. There's lots of folks here.
Yeah, but
YouTubers and
the
stuff here.
con is living in fucking Georgia.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that is a big con.
Facts, Rebecca. Facts. Every day I drive through here, I hate this place more and more. I'm like, oh.
I was visiting friends, and Delvin, I'll let you tell whatever you're about to say, but I need to say this. We have friends who live in Virginia, which is fucking bad enough, right? Then we were driving to Atlanta to see Amanda Van Heil one time.
Mm-hmm.
Donnie, I felt like when we crossed that border, I felt like we were in a foreign country.
Correct.
I was seeing flags that I have never seen before, billboards I've never seen before. We stopped to get lunch. I didn't understand a goddamn word the waitress was offering to me. She was like, "You want sweet tea?" I was like, "What the fuck is sweet tea?" I didn't understand what she was talking about.
Isn't
it
it
was
crazy?
a foreign country. I
Isn't
had
it
culture
crazy?
shock.
Isn't it crazy that Atlanta is surrounded on all sides by this? Atlanta
There were
and Georgia,
billboards for rifles. I was like, what the fuck?
Atlanta and Georgia are two different states.
Yes.
It's insane how different.
Very.
If you're bordering the perimeter of Atlanta, totally great.
Yeah.
Once you step 1 foot,
I felt unsafe driving through.
Well, you'll feel
there.
unsafe in Atlanta too.
That's
that's all the way through.
Different kinds of unsafe, though.
It's just crazy. It's crazy how that racial divide is so
Fucking
egregiously
abortion
apparent.
billboards and
Yeah.
rifle sales. No license needed. Just come get your rifles. Fucking Confederate flags. I was like, what the fuck?
Everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah, not one. They're everywhere.
It was
It's
really
similar-
shocking.
It's similar like that to the outskirts of Orlando.
Really?
You have I think I sent the last time I went there, I sent the DM of the machine gun world signs. There's a lot of weird stuff on the outskirts of Orlando.
I said I'm never coming back to
That
this
you're like,
country.
oh, this is
Well, Atlanta's a different country. That's the funny part.
Atlanta's
Totally different.
Well, I don't
Completely
think she
different.
lives
I
in
thought
Atlanta.
Amanda would have shown you more of the city.
We were only there for Z-Thon, Zelda
Oh,
Universe.
okay. Oh, that's
I
a
don't think
bummer
she's not in Atlanta proper. She's in suburbs.
Yeah, she's out in Marietta, I think. No? We talked about it once. I don't remember. Anyway. In the city, there's a lot more. It's more developed. It's like an inner city. There's a lot of
Yes.
like hipster things to do around, a lot of walk-in place.
I mean,
shops,
it's a
kind of
city.
place.
Cities
yeah.
are
World of Coke.
cities.
Yeah. But it's a big city.
I'm not trying to be governed by Georgia laws.
Well, that's also a thing, yeah.
Actually,
Trump.
a shocking thing to say. We have a Republican governor. Him and Trump are kind of always at war. He's been pretty great. Totally.
I've heard that. Like my
He
boss
made a lot-
said he's
yeah.
pretty good.
I'll stick
pretty
with
good.
Josh Shapiro in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I don't know enough about them, but
He's
Brian-
great.
Brian Kemp is not bad at all. That's a Republican. I did not vote for him, but that's a Republican I would vote for. Like I would consider voting for him.
I've heard he's pretty decent.
I think he was
Like,
running
people thought he was going to be terrible, but he's like,
with
man,
a
he's not
balanced budget. He did a lot in COVID. He made like a lot of the good decisions.
Well, listen, a normal Republican is great nowadays.
Right. He's like a George Bush Republican.
bad. Yes.
It's a pretty sad day when
know,
we look at that. And
I'm
we're
pretty
like,
sure
yes.
he's still racist, but like he keeps it to himself.
based off what's going on now, that's almost a Democrat.
Right. Like, he keeps it to himself though. You know,
Like,
like,
you know what?
he hides it. Like
Yeah.
you know it, but he
But-
doesn't say it. Like
Yeah, like in the 90s, baby. That's how we used
He
to like.
comes
That's how we like
across
our
as
Republicans.
professional.
Quietly racist.
when he first ran, he had a commercial where he was in a truck with a shotgun talking about he's going to go round up illegals.
Ugh.
That was like his launch. That was like my introduction to him. Yeah,
That
I
is
never
not a good
never
move.
voted for him, but I will tell you, he's done a good job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nick agrees with me. Yeah.
I'm trying to get as north as possible.
Go up to Sean Capri.
Well, that would be
Not
ideal.
that. Yeah. Go Canada.
Canada's supposed to be nice.
Go hang out with Haley.
Yeah, she's trying to get me up there.
It's very expensive up there.
Yeah, that's what Haley tells us every time.
Yes, every time.
Every time. There hasn't been a price mentioned where we don't get a Canadian occurrence.
Yes.
And I get it. It must suck, you know.
No, I'm
listening
thinking
to the world talk about prices, but not yours.
I'm
Yes.
thinking like Vermont is like the most ideal place in the United States.
That's
or Colorado, but I'm not trying to go out that far.
I liked Colorado. I've been to Colorado 3 times. I've been to Colorado 3 times. I went in 2009, somewhere in the mid-teens in like 2021. I've never seen a city change so much.
Has it? For the
Oh.
worse?
That's I don't want to say for the worse. It's just completely different. Like what happened to that city? What that city looked like, and I mean the downtown district. What that district looked like before they legalized weed and after are two. It's like a different city. Like they legalized weed, and I walked back and I was like, I don't recognize anything anymore.
Yes.
Like where was all the shit that was here when I was here? Like it all changed. Every store,
The
every
streets a little bit
building.
more
like,
cloudy now. Even when the sun
I
is
will tell
cloudy
you.
outside.
I mean, I don't know how it is now. It's been a few years, but yeah. Like I walked the street. They had like a little downtown district, and you can hop on like they got like a free trolley, get you around to the stadium and stuff. Yeah, like before it was like kind of like I would say like hipster restaurants and like breweries, like a lot of beers and like not fancy food, but like slightly more expensive food. A city.
Yeah.
Like
Dude.
Oregon.
Yeah, after they legalized weed, it was like all kinds of sweet shops and weed shops. There were people like a hobo. There was a guy begging for money on like sitting on the thing, right? Yeah. He had a guitar. He had a guitar case, and he had a dog. The only time I've seen him like with pets, right? I walked by him and said, "Hey, man, have a good night." And I think I threw like whatever change I had, like a couple dollars in the thing. He threw a dime bag at me. He was like, "Hey, man," I was like, "The hobos give back. Like, what is this city?" Like, there was a guy playing like piano at like 2 a.m. Like he was outside in the like playing piano. The hotel was like, "You gotta leave." It was just very different. It's not better or worse, just extremely different.
Yeah.
It was like I visited a whole different city. It was insane.
Yeah. Isn't that funny how like you can travel around the United States and visit like 12 different, like vastly different cultures. Like it's like you're traveling to different countries.
Yeah, because it's super huge.
You can do that in Florida.
That's true.
Florida, and
if you've ever driven through that state, it's very different.
I unfortunately have to. I have tried very hard to never go back to Florida in my life, but I unfortunately think I have to go in October. And I'm really bummed about it.
What part of Florida you have to go to?
I don't know. It's for a wedding. It's one of Josh's friends. It's also my friend, but like mostly Josh's friend. You know, and we got to go. And
Florida's nice for the most part.
I don't want to give them my tourist money.
Well, nobody does.
They get.
I don't want to be subject to their jurisdiction.
All of their tourist money. Look, they get all of it.
Look,
they got Disney and Universal and.
Got to tell you, Rebecca, we're not subject to their jurisdiction either. Nobody here follows laws. Like,
that's true.
Yeah, but I heard.
Don't have their license.
Wait. I forget what it's called, but I recently read a thing where if you are an unmarried woman over the age of 25, according to Florida law, this is a real thing. You can look it up. If you're unmarried over 25, no, it's not unmarried. If you don't have children and you're over 25 and you get into a like critical life threatening situation in the hospital, they don't have to save you, and they're not legally liable. Because your life is not worth the resources for them if you don't have children. No, I'm so serious. That's a real law.
For one, as a person who lives there, they're not saving you anyway.
Florida's free kill law took her daughter's life.
Yeah, free kill. Yes, free kill law.
I'm thinking, why is there
It prevents parents and adult children from seeking non-economic damages if a person dies due to medical malpractice and is unmarried with no minor children.
I was thinking, why are there classifications on who you can let go and not?
Because they don't value women.
To save all the people?
No, they don't value women unless you are child rearing. Like unless you could give birth, you're an object.
Yeah, I got to read more into that.
This is the thing. That is a law, but nobody here cares. Like it's like, you know, if you go to Jackson,
I care because I'm over 25 and don't have minor children.
Yeah. Well, I don't think anybody's following. Nobody's practicing.
That's the point. Like if you go to Jackson Hospital and you're dying, they're gonna take care of you.
No EMS,
but they don't have to.
No EMS,
but they will. Because they know
this person didn't get taken care of and they died.
That's because they went to Jackson.
That's
Hospital.
True. Yeah,
there's certain areas. If you see, sometimes living in the inner city is a good thing. And in situations like this, it's a good thing. Because they look at that shit like, you know what, we're going to help who we're going to help.
I'm trying to
Remember this was a Nintendo podcast?
No, not really.
Be nice. He's new here.
Not really.
Absolutely not. That's not what we do.
At one point, it was an RPG podcast. That's why I'm here.
Like, sometimes
JRPG Shack.
Sometimes we're a Taylor Swift podcast. Sometimes we're a car podcast. Sometimes
wrestling podcast. Sometimes we're old.
No, we try not to do that.
64 podcast. I like that podcast. The podcast's pretty good.
We are the podcast.
Yes. It's a night show.
It's a night show. Yeah. Because Rebecca has plans, so we record early.
Due to popular demand, people wanted us to come back on another Friday night.
They wanted us to come. They said Saturday. I'm like, bitch, you lost your mind. Come here Saturday.
I'm down any day, whatever. I love night recording.
I love y'all just because they don't have to do Saturday. Don't mean I don't have to do Saturday.
Listen, it's my fault because I normally I have my therapy appointments scheduled for Saturday mornings. And my next one was scheduled for the first Saturday in June, but something like horrible happened to me. And so I texted my therapist. I'm like, when can you get me in sooner? And he said Sunday morning, the 31st. I said, let me have it. I'll take it. And
bully her therapist.
That
and
sounds about right.
And then guess what? The really bad thing fixed itself, and so I don't really need it so soon anymore. But I don't want to change it again. So
yeah,
okay,
that's good though. Therapy's good.
Yeah, my therapist is really cool. He actually defies all stereotypical odds. He is an old white man, so you would think that would be like a terrible person for like a young Democratic woman to get therapy from. He turns out he's very liberal and progressive. And he hates Trump, and we bond over hating Trump.
I don't know if you noticed.
Don't forget the hippie generation.
Yeah, there was a time where old white men were cool as fuck. Like they were like the coolest ones. They were the ones
statistically,
now it's a little different.
that generation,
But
that was that Woodstock
Yes.
free will.
He didn't have any children.
Anti-nom.
He's
Yes.
great. He has dogs. Like, he's wonderful. And he hates Trump.
Yeah.
We get along great.
That was that era, boy, where they was like, hey, those were the cool white guys. Like, hey, young
Make
man.
great
wanna come
music.
smoke some weed? Great music.
Great music.
Tell you about some hip hop stories you
The
don't know about.
funkiest whites of all time ever.
Yes.
Yeah, he's kind of like that.
It's-
He just
it's
has a
that
lot
right
of
era.
medical issues. So I'm hoping that he's like
Therapist is
going
a
to stay
stoner.
healthy.
Yes.
Your therapist
Yes.
is a stoner.
He probably
That's what
was.
you're describing. I know.
Yeah, I know.
I know that person.
I've met those white guys.
Yeah, I
those were
know
the cool ones. I've hung out with those guys.
He drives a Mini Cooper.
Oh,
Yeah.
he definitely definitely a stoner.
So yeah, thanks for being flexible multiple times, guys.
I'd say to get the show on the road, but I had a fun experience if you want to hear about it, Rebecca.
Let's
Yeah.
go, baby.
So last night I decided, you know what? Let's start building the Steam wallet in case that Steam machine gets announced soon. I don't want to have to be fuddling around trying to put in
$35,000.
It might be.
Yeah, I hope you have at least $2,000
if
ready
you're
to
broke,
go.
you're broke. You know,
Yeah,
like don't bother me with that nonsense. Don't spend my money for me. So I bought some Steam cards from Best Buy, Rebecca, and on the way home today, I went to go pick them up.
Oh shit, Steam cards. You don't want to buy Steam cards. There's so many issues with the code redeem on the back. Like
Okay.
you peel it off
Yeah.
and you can't read it.
You're supposed to scratch it.
No, well, whatever. Scratch it, peel it, whatever
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah, if
it
you
all
peel it,
comes
that's the
off.
problem.
I used
Remember,
all
I
mine.
had that problem.
I used
You
all
were
of
fine?
mine and had no issues.
Okay, good.
But that my issue was more people related.
Okay.
So I walk into this Best Buy and I head towards the counter, and there's a man there. I'd peg him 25, 28, something like that. Probably not 30, but not that far away. And he goes, "Hey man, how can I help you?" And I go, "Yeah, I'm here to pick up some Steam cards." And he just explodes. He just goes like, "Oh, dude, what do you think about the Steam Deck price going up? Like, what the fuck are they doing, man?" And I was like, it was kind of blowing my mind. One, this person reacted to a
he
complete stranger
knew.
because
He
I
like
said,
kind of knew what he was talking about.
yeah, but no. But two, that like, yeah, that like the Steam Deck price was getting out, that I was encountering people that like interested about that in the wild.
People like us.
Not like us.
So he's just going on. He's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe it! Like everything's so expensive. Why are they doing it?" And he reaches back behind the case to grab my Steam cards,
And he
turns
says-
around. He keeps talking, and he goes, "Rebecca." I wanted to record him. He goes, "God, I wish PlayStation would just die." While he's getting the cards together, and I'm like, "Yeah, why would you want
Yeah.
that?" He goes, "We used to have so many exclusives. What happened?" And he's like, and he looks at me. This has got to be how I look to other people these days. He looks to me. He goes, in my generation, like he's telling me about some shit I didn't live through. I was like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, that's
Wait,
my
he said the words in my generation.
in my generation.
Yeah.
And then he names it, Rebecca. He goes, you know what I'm saying? 360, PS3, DS. What?
Yeah.
DS.
You like, fuck the weed. That shit don't count.
Like the DS was great, but I have never heard it mentioned before the Wii in that conversation ever.
Yes.
That's a first.
Oh,
And as he's going on about how much he hates PlayStation because they don't put out exclusives anymore, he's scanning cards. Beep, 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 beep. Now, Best Buy has a limit on how many Steam cards you can buy. It's 4.
Because they don't want people buying them and getting scammed by emailing them to some like scammer in
Nigerian
India.
prince.
Yeah, well, I only bought 4, and he scanned way more than 4. But he's still talking. Beep, beep, beep. And he's just going on about PlayStation. And you know me, like I'm one to just kind of egg someone on. And I was like, yeah, I was like, you don't like these? Like they just released Soros. And he's like, yeah, but what happened to like Uncharted? We used to get like 3 of them. And I was like, well, they cost more to make. And he goes, yeah, that's what these companies say. Like he just didn't even believe it.
Goddamn right. That's what
It's
the
like,
white
that's what
man
they
would say,
tell
Rebecca.
us. Like it
Meanwhile,
wasn't
he's
true.
probably bitching about the Steam Deck price rising, and meanwhile uses like all these. He probably is in favor of like AI data centers and stuff that is driving up the
So
prices.
he's going beep, beep. at one point he kneels. He gets on his knees. He's typing at the computer with his hands on his knees, like his head's barely above the desk. It's a man. Like not like it's like a teenagery vibe, but like a grown man. Anyway, he goes on and on about PlayStation. I'm just like, well, the games today are bigger than they used to be, and they're more expensive, and they're, like all these reasons why. He didn't want to hear any of that. Anyway, he goes to check. That's exactly. He was like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" I was like, "I don't know. Someone that knows what I'm talking. Like somebody that actually here."
PlayStation.
he's giving off like some fake it was like he read something on a message board he believed once, and it's like anyway. He goes to check me out, and he goes, "Oh." He had scanned 7 people's orders of Steam cards. Apparently, I'm not the only one trying to buy some. And because he scanned them all to the wrong account, none of them worked, and they didn't know how to refund it. So I'm sitting there as he calls one person over and another person. And at one point, there were 6 Best Buy people. Like everyone in that store had to be there, and they're deliberating how to figure this out. What you walked in on was me telling Delvin that the guy that figured it out, because Dev used to work at Best Buy. This was Dev at one point in time. He ran a Best Buy. This guy comes over, this black guy with braids, except he had a do-rag on. Now, there's a famous LeBron James meme with a do-rag called Do-Rag LeBron. Yes. I called him Do-Rag Dev. And I wanted to get a pic. I couldn't, but I wanted to. He comes over. He's the only one that knows what the fuck to do. And he's like, he looks at this idiot and he's like, what did you do? Like how did you do this? Anyway, they were real mad because apparently the system sees it as being sold, but they're not activated, so they have to replace it. So they're going to take a loss. It's essentially like he just gave away like $1,000 that they had to shred.
Dude, he's so fired.
The first guy that walked up to help was the band guy. He had the curly hair and the tattoos. So he told the guy that screwed up the order, he goes, "Hey, go get the manager." And when he walked away, I looked at him. I was like, this dude wasn't paying. And he goes, he cut me off. He goes, "Dude, I already know." Like he looked so exasperated with this employee.
Not the first time. Yeah,
it's like he's heard all the stories about PlayStation. Like he looked so done with this person. He was like, "I'm so sorry. I already know." Like it's like the village idiot or something. God. It was so bad that the lady behind me, after like 10 or 15 minutes, they were like, "Hey, we're gonna get you over here." I went to the bottle shop. I was like, "I need a drink after this." She was there. So I walked in and she's like, "What the fuck was that about?" And I had like a whole other story about it afterwards. Like this guy, he was unbelievable. It was an unbelievable kind of experience. But I did get my Steam cards and they did all work. I will never buy them from there again. I may never go to that store again.
Dude, Best Buy's gotten bad over the years.
It really was like, how many of you does it take to screw in a light bulb? Like, it was so bad.
Yeah. Best Buy used to be good.
It used to be so good. I told you, they were having such problems when I had my Metroid Prime 4 pre-order, the one that I had gotten in fucking 2018 from Gamers Club.
Oh God, remember
they had issues with my they had issues with my pre-order, and they couldn't figure it out.
Yeah,
because it was so old. The pre-order was so old.
I had to check. They tried to give me. I didn't miss this part. They tried to give them to me. They're like, "All right, we're good here," and I was like, "I'm gonna check one before I leave," and I sat down and I scribbled off and I was like, "It won't redeem." Nope. I was like, "No, I'm not leaving here with this."
It's
so
a good
anyway,
thing you did that.
The village idiot that did this, he has to. When I left, I heard them. They're like, he has to call all of those customers and let them know that they had to cancel their orders. And that they could either reorder.
Dude, that's bad.
Yeah. It was.
I would have been so pissed off.
I was almost like in awe. I was like, man, this is real bad. Like, yeah, it's like how did this turn into this? Yeah. I bought 4 gift cards that I wanted to walk in and pick up. That's a scan and go, and it their system. I don't know.
Ever since they took.
Can I ask why were you buying gift cards for Steam? Was there like a deal?
No,
I had. Yeah.
Did you have Best Buy credit?
I wanted to use my Best Buy credit card.
You had Best Buy credit, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, because you could just load money onto Steam. Okay.
But Steam, all right, so my PayPal account is tied to Steam.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they even let you do that anymore. But because it's always been there, it's there. I think they took it away. Because I can't use any of my PayPal credit lines with Steam. Anytime I buy anything, it goes directly from my bank account. But I don't want to change my credit card because I like it tied to my PayPal account. Like I want to leave it there. I want to leave it like it is. So yeah, I was like, I'll just buy some with a different card. I have had a credit card. I've had a Best Buy card since Gamers Club. Rebecca, I probably haven't used it in like 3 or 4 years.
Because it's bad.
I just don't go there anymore. Yeah, like I'm not a big fan of the store.
There's no reason to.
Yeah. Back in the day, I used to love that. Like I would get trade-in or gift cards, and I would
to get all these reward money.
Yeah.
And
well, I
stuff.
would buy eShop cards with that, and then they turned that off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really stopped using them after that.
I used to go to Best Buy for Blu-rays and DVDs.
Nobody lets us do that anymore. Yeah, you're right. They did get rid of Blu-rays. That's the other thing I went there.
That's what happened. Once they got rid of them, like, oh, this place is going downhill.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. Things have changed.
It's an eventful
Not for the better.
day.
Yeah.
Now you ready to start the
Video
show?
Video games.
So, Rebecca, what you playing?
Was Donnie going to start? Did you want to start?
I mean, I've got things to say. If you
I got things to say for once.
then say them.
I'll say them. I finished Mixtape. It was really good. I really liked it.
Fantastic.
That's what I
Yeah.
wanted you to talk about.
It's
How
a
you like
perfect length of game. My favorite length of game is like between
Yeah,
4 and 8 hours.
yeah, it's not bad. Good game you can complete in like 2 or 3 sessions if you want.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
not bad.
I liked it a lot. So when I finished it, maybe I misunderstood what the criticism of the game was. I went into it thinking people were saying this game is so woke. There was nothing woke about it.
No. It wasn't that at all.
No.
And it was the criticism of the game. Well, one of it, I'm going to be honest with you, I think a lot of it is fake outrage, so don't even register it. A lot of the criticism was IGN gave it like a perfect 10. And anytime IGN
I don't know if
10,
it was a 10 out of 10, but it was good.
Anytime IGN does a 10, everyone gets angry. It doesn't matter. Every game that they've ever given a 10
They're not getting mad at
pisses
Mina the
people
Hollower's 10.
A lot of the fake outrage that I did see seemed to be like, look at these millennials with their nostalgia bomb. Like, it was kind of like, this is cheap because you're just so into nostalgia. That was a criticism I saw for the game.
Okay.
So,
Well, I mean, I feel like a large part of it is the nostalgia. Like,
Of course.
that is the draw of the game. So if you aren't looking for that, then you might not enjoy
you wouldn't
it.
like it as much, yeah.
I guess I can get like, I can understand criticisms of it being like a walking simulator. Like, there's not a lot of like
That was it
action
too. There were a
or
lot of people who were
anything.
mad that like there was just no. They're like, you don't even have to do anything. And it's like, yeah, you don't
But like,
have to
that's
do
not the
anything,
point.
but you
Yeah.
can do things, and that's the point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I really liked it. I think it was, it was a nice story. It didn't take itself too seriously. There was lots of like, I really like that ending sequence where you
Yeah.
you take like the video camera and you like kind of walk around the party, like, talking to people, and that's how you finish the game.
Yeah.
I really liked also the relationship between, what's your character's name? Rockwell, whatever her first name is, and Cass. I feel like we've all had friendships like that, like theirs before, and it kind of came around and
Stacy.
ended. And Stacy Rockwell, is that what it was? Or Rockford. And we even came around to Jenny fucking Goodspeed at the end. I was kind of hoping that maybe it would end where, like, spoilers, by the way, maybe she would realize, like, hey, you know what? Like, being with my friends on this road trip is a little bit more important than going to New York and doing my thing. That can wait. And that she would go on the road trip. But, like, that's also not realistic. So I do appreciate that they went the realistic route.
That's what I meant by
not the feel-good route.
it felt lived in.
Yeah.
And I think the issue with the nostalgia criticism is, yeah, that's a tie. That's its gimmick, right? Every game has a hook, and this hook is nostalgia. The reasons that it's great is how well it nails the nostalgia.
It
Right,
felt real.
That's the part that there's a lot of games that go for nostalgia. Like every Nintendo game goes for nostalgia. Some of them do it better than others.
Yes.
This one does it very well.
There's a one coming out in like 3 weeks that's going to go heavy for nostalgia that I'm
Right.
excited for. Sometimes nostalgia's good.
Like they just nail it. Even if you don't like it, you still have to admit that it's a better than most attempt at it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm also glad that they didn't force a romance between you and the guy character, Slater. Like I got a little nervous at the end when you were saying the goodbyes and you guys were like holding hands like this and it said like don't let go. I'm like, "Oh my god, they're going to fucking force a kiss here or something." And they didn't, and they kept it platonic, and I loved that.
It was honestly maybe my favorite thing about the game is how refreshing it felt that there was no conversation about it being woke or anything like that. It was like it was absent of that. It was the opposite of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It felt like what a weekend felt like in the 90s.
Yeah.
You know, like they nailed it. It's
Yes.
very good.
Yes. So I was very happy to have played that one. Thank you for getting me on board with that faster than I probably would have.
I'm very excited. I thought you
Yeah. So then last night I was waiting for my Mina the Hollower code because I'm a backer and it was going to come out. And so I saw that Stray released on the Switch too, and that there was there's an early sale, like an early adopter sale for it or whatever. It's like 40% off. So I go to download that and I'm like, I'll play that until I can play I got my code for Mina and I said, I'll play Stray until midnight when I can start Mina. So I download Stray and it's downloading and then Mina finishes downloading and I accidentally click the icon for Mina. It loads the game. I didn't even have to wait until midnight. It was fantastic. So I started playing Mina. And I have a story because I jumped right into the game and I like beat the first 2 bosses. I played like maybe like an hour or 2 of the game. And I'm like, this is great. I'm loving it. It's so much fun. It's beautiful. It teaches you really well. And I'm like thinking like, I wonder how long it will take for me to get to the part where I see my name in the game. Because I was the backer tier. I had paid enough money that I got to the tier with your name in the game. Okay. So I decided to Google like, hey, like, where's it at in the game? Like, how far? Is it like somewhere in the beginning? Like, is it somewhere in the end? Am I going to find it naturally? Do I have to go out of my way? And I saw the backers there were like instructions that said you should get a code along with your download code to input to get your name in the game or whatever for your save file. And I'm like, that's like kind of weird. So I go back into the email and I scroll all the way down and it says, here's your instructions. You take this code when you start your save file and you put it in as your name and that activates your save file to be, to have the modifiers with your name in the game. But you have to do it at the start of the save file. I'm like, what?
Wow.
I've just played like 2 freaking hours of this game and I didn't know that. So like, first of all, other people won't see my name in the game, which I get. Like there's probably 10,000 backers in that tier. They can't have everybody's name.
If they put the tier up, I don't care. Like that's on them to solve, not you.
So, but the way that it works is when you're making a new save file, you input that code and then it is in your save file. It felt weird. It felt lame. Cheap. And the fact that I couldn't input it after I already started a save file felt really gross because I'm sorry that I jumped right into the game and like didn't read, all the instructions for my name in the game before starting. So I pouted. I was like,
or at the very least, the subject and the headline, like the top should have been like, "Hey, attention!
Yes,
this down
do this
here
first."
Yeah, that's
if you knew our name in the game. So I was really pouty, probably more than I should have been because it really is not worth getting that pouty over. But I stopped playing and I pouted to Josh and I sat on the couch. I'm like, I don't even want to play anymore. I can't even see my name in the game after I played this long. He's like, well, just restart. You're not even that far.
What do you do, guys?
I was like, okay, like,
how dare you?
I don't have a lot of time to play games because I come home and I sleep. Do you know how we talked about how much sleep I get? I need my beauty sleep.
Sleepy
and
girly.
like this game is like 25 hours long, and you want me to take the past like hour or two that I just played and read after I struggled. I died like twice on some of the early bosses. Like it was hard. And also I'm the kind of person like you, Donnie, that has to explore every little corner and get every little thing. And I did that meticulously.
Of course. That's the Zelda way.
So you're telling me you want me to go back and do all that again to get every little bone that I found the first time?
Yeah,
no, you should buy the game, G-Man. You should absolutely buy the game. The game's wonderful.
Did they at least put you guys in like the credits?
I don't know. I didn't get to the credits yet, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'd be furious.
I hope so.
You spent that much money for that thing, and that they should.
Well, no, I spent that much money for the plushie.
Okay.
Can I show you the plushie? Wait, have you seen it? Let me show you.
I have not. I actually have. I think.
I
saw she posted it on Blue Sky.
I wasn't looking at that. I don't go to Blue Sky. Barely go to Twitter now.
I don't know if I'm going to play this game.
I don't think
okay, so I'll talk about whether or not you should play it.
They keep talking like it's a Souls-like.
So here's the plushie.
That's adorable.
It's like a two-part. The book is a plushie, and then Mina herself is a plushie. The glasses are magnetic, so they can come off or go on.
As long as that wasn't the reason.
No. I did $250 for this.
Yeah, because that's a lot.
And I get a bunch of other stuff. Like I get the soundtrack on CD. I get the physical. I got a digital copy. I'm gonna get an art book. I got a pin. There was a lot of stuff.
Good.
That's
Very good.
That's a lot of
stuff.
stuff.
So I pouted for about an hour.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, Josh, like when you play, like, because you can put this code can be used a bunch of times. Like anybody can input this code and start a save file. So I'm like,
so what it is they built in an if test that if you put in this code, it lets you swap a name out of like the directory.
Kind of, but there's some other customizable things with it too. So like when I put my name in the game, like you had to answer all these questions, and like there's things where it like changes the type of flower that you collect around the game.
That's really cool.
It changes the color of like one of the music buildings. It changes the music in one of the areas. Like it has a bunch of customizable stuff, but you have to input it at the start.
Yeah. Well, when you replay it, you input it in.
Well, after I pouted for about an hour, Josh convinced me to restart. He's like, listen, just make a second save file. You have 10 save slots. Just do it. And like he was making me chicken nuggets last night to make me feel better. And he's like, I just preheated the oven. Just see how far you can get.
What Josh should have done was, don't worry, babe. I will do those 2 hours for you. I will get you back to this moment.
It's a good thing that he didn't, because he just started it tonight on his stream. He couldn't figure out what to do on the second screen.
Oh my god!
On the second screen.
Second screen.
That's down bad. That's pretty rough.
So it actually took me really fast to get back to where I was. It took me like a quarter of the time because I was so much better at it and I knew where everything was. They were Dino Nuggies, actually. They were Dino Nuggies.
He's kind of redeemed.
That's a low bar, Delvin.
The game is really good. It teaches you, it's hard. It teaches you like the controls in a really good way. It does have a lot of modifiers. Like it doesn't just make you pick like easy, medium, hard. You can change the amount of damage that enemies do, either more or less. You can make it so that like, you know, the buttons are easier. You can change like the speed of the game. You can change it so that your health regenerates. That there's a ton of stuff. I wish I could put it all off to you. Yeah. Probably Shovel Knight has a lot of similar things. So like Donnie, it is hard. If you are not ashamed of changing those modifiers to make it, which you can turn it on and off as you will. Like if you do a boss for like 30 minutes and you're like, I've died 6 times, I can't do this anymore, you can make yourself invincible and just plow through it. Or you can make it so that he does half damage, you know, and then do a little bit better. If you're not ashamed of doing that, I think you will. I don't think it's like so hard. Like I'm getting through it.
I like that it's even there. I would like to hear, I just need to hear more about it from, I think, people that like I'm familiar with their gameplay. Yeah. Like I need to hear like where does it rank, and like what does Sean think about the difficulty? What does Jason think of the difficulty? Maybe Kyle and Josh. That'll help me get a better judge for where I feel like I rank. Like I think I would have kept playing Hollow Knight had I been able to curve it at all.
Yeah.
I think I was having more problem with a section than the game.
So it feels like it's a top-down Castlevania game
pretty
with
sweet.
Okay.
with
Now you're
DNA
selling
of
me
like
on it.
Oracle of Ages and Seasons.
I keep hearing Souls. Everyone keeps talking about how Soulsy it is, and that's a deterrent
So
for me.
the thing that makes it Souls like is the way that like if you die to an enemy or a boss, like you get this thing called a spark, where it like steals your spark, and it's almost kind of like a life or like a try again, and so you can go back and if you win that time, you get your spark back, and there's not like really any penalty to dying there. But if you die again to the
You
same
lose it.
guy without, then you lose all the bones that you've collected, which are kind of like the
It's-
currency.
It's kind of like
It's
Shovel
not
Knight.
bad. It's really not bad. Like, it doesn't take you back very far. It takes you right back to your last little point, your save point. It saves on every screen, basically.
I'm not too worried about it, honestly. I don't think I've heard anything that makes me think I can't play this game.
I have
But-
not played enough Souls to know what other Souls DNA it has.
The reason I'm not playing it now is, one, I have a lot of things to play, but two, like I said, the wait has become so long. I think I've just kind of put it, like, I've lost like the want to play it. You know,
I
It's like
understand that.
I've put it out of my mind. It's like, yeah, like I'm gonna get to it one day.
I understand.
I'm not in a rush. I may get it for Halloween or something. We'll see.
I think it's a really good Halloween game.
It's gonna either
The
be that
art
or
is
Chronos.
beautiful.
It's gonna be one of those two games. I'm gonna get a Halloween game, whichever one goes on sale. You know,
The art style is beautiful. It has like some kind of cut scene, like little pixel cut scenes in between. There's lots of like very charming characters. The music is very catchy. There's lots of cool weapons, and it looks like there's going to be lots of things to collect too, because I have an inventory page for trinkets, and I haven't found any trinkets yet, so I don't even know what they do. But in the very beginning, you get to choose between 3 different weapons to take with you. So I feel like, it also will have maybe some replayability too. I assume maybe you can get those weapons later,
What kind of
but
weapon?
they give you a decision kind of right off the bat. Like, do you want to take, the dual daggers,
Okay.
the long range mace, or the like slow but really powerful hammer?
everything
And you kind of get to choose how you want to play.
everything you're saying about this game, to me, just sounds very familiar to Shovel Knight. Like, you could do
It
all of
probably
that in
is.
Shovel Knight.
Yeah.
You had different characters, different weapons, different abilities, different modifiers. You could choose to use them if you wanted.
Yeah.
And I beat Shovel Knight without using any modifiers. But I was going to say this earlier. At the time back then, when I played in 3DS, I thought Shovel Knight was pretty challenging. I got through it like a Castlevania. Like, I got through it, but I thought it was pretty tough.
Yeah.
I remember saying that, and I think someone was like, Shovel Knight's not tough at all. I was like, oh, well, my bad. But I thought it was pretty challenging. So it sounds very familiar. Like, none of what you're saying is scaring me away.
No, and I would. And like the bosses, and maybe this is a Souls thing. I don't know, because I haven't played Souls, but the bosses are really reminding me of my time with Metroid Dread, where they have those like predictable attack patterns that the first time you fight the boss, it whips your ass. Like, it immediately kills you. But then, like, when you start again, like, you start to see its attack patterns, what to dodge, when to go into attack.
that's
and
very
it becomes a
Souls-like.
little bit more of
Yeah.
like a rhythm
Challenging.
game sort of thing,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you know what the dance
You
moves
get in the
are.
groove.
Yeah.
I've
So,
watched
like,
Sean play Dark Souls like that. So
If
I
you're
get it.
okay with like dying and learning, like, as long as you're not getting frustrated, like for me, I haven't turned on any of the modifiers, but if I get to the point where I like can't get through it and I'm not enjoying it and I just want to hurry up and progress, maybe I'll turn one on. I did hear that it does lock you out of earning the achievements if you turn them
Who
on,
cares?
which I don't care about. I really don't. So I'm going to go as far as I can without. But I'm not ashamed to turn them on, because it's in the game. Like, it's not a
Keena's
cheat.
boss fights are very similar, that they have very similar style attack patterns, and you just got to like figure out when to dodge.
Yeah.
Then it gets easy.
So I think it's real. I'm very glad that, I chose to back this game. I feel like it was worth it. I I feel glad about putting my money towards these developers. I don't care if people feel that way. Everybody's different. Yeah, his occupation is bullying me.
Nice.
He is my bully. So yeah.
Man after my own heart.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to learn the dance. I guess that's kind of like Hollow Knight. I hate platformers. I hate side scrollers. I don't like Hollow Knight. I like watching Hollow Knight. I will not ever pick up my controller and play that game. Top down Mina though, love it.
Nice. I was excited to see it.
And I think that's the difference between me
Hopefully
and Josh. I do think that is the difference between me and Josh because I watched him die to the second boss 5 times in a row. And I didn't die at all to that boss.
The way she's just throwing him under the bus and
did you call him
backing
a
up
pussy?
to.
So
Yeah,
you
like
suck,
that.
Josh.
Well, he
she's
was-
throwing her man.
He was scoffing at me
appreciate it.
because I'm
Keep
like,
going.
Josh, go back and get that upgrade because you're gonna go back to that screen. He's like, I'm gonna miss stuff. Just let me play. I'm not gonna get everything. I'm like, you will need it.
The difference between kids that grew up playing Zelda and those that grew up playing banjo. I never played banjo. I'm like,
Exactly.
Yeah, literally, he grew up playing banjo, Mario. I didn't have Mario until I was freaking 20
I do think
years
Mario
old.
kids do tend to be like, oh, you don't have to. I remember I was playing Mario once with an ex-girlfriend many moons ago. And she started playing and she just like started jumping past it. She's like, yeah, you don't have to kill anybody or get anything. You just go. I was like, what kind of monster are you? Like, who plays Mario games like this? It's just like, why are you even playing if you're just trying to skip it? Like, it was just like, yeah. She's like, you don't have to do that. I'm like, who are you?
That's why she's an ex.
So yeah, I'm really enjoying my time with it. I'm sure it will be a long time before I hit the credits to this game. So if you see my name in the credits, anyone who beats it before me, let me know. I'm not there.
Not Josh.
Not gonna be there.
Yeah, Josh ain't,
Becca
ain't got
with the
skills
stand
enough.
by your man. She's fucking.
No. Get better, you.
I'm being mean to him tonight.
I like it.
fine. Keep going.
But yeah, I'm very happy
We
with
found
this.
Delvin's
With
kink.
Goddamn right. Let's go, Rebecca. No, I'm trying to get her mad.
You
enough
said
to-
that a little too enthusiastically,
Donnie.
Delvin.
Done. I'm trying to get her mad. I'll say, you know what, girl, he's not right for you.
It's not right for you.
Leave.
Yeah. You deserve better.
I'm very happy with video games right now. And guess what? I have 3 weeks of school left. 2 weeks with the kids. 3 weeks.
That's crazy.
With-
I got
with
Jack out
teacher
here
days.
working. I got him painting the doors and shit.
Oh man. And then I am so ready to just play
Cutting
video
grass.
games all summer. I'm so
Oh.
ready.
I wish.
That sounds great. Won't be doing that.
What about y'all's?
Would you like
No,
to go,
Daddy, what's your
Delvin?
plan? I have
Yeah.
no life.
Not playing as much as I'd like because work is kicking ass. It's tough at the moment. But I do have things to share. I want to address the top one off first. I played Yoshi 2 more times after Shaq last week, and I have closed the book on Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. It is just
book?
pretty mid.
He read
Yeah.
the book. It wasn't as mysterious as he thought.
It hurts for me to say it. I kept playing.
I'm sorry.
Waiting for like this hook to like hook me, and it's just walking around and it's like, did you jump on that? Did you lure this thing over here and look at this animation? I'm like, but why?
Baby's
I get
first
it.
platformer.
Why? But there's not much of a platform, and that's what I'm saying. Like it felt like, all right, I'm uncovering all this stuff and like the 4 just never comes. It does. Because I was not really enjoying it, I looked it up. I was like, all right, does anything happen? And there is. And a chapter later, some of the things you uncover, you use to complete that chapter. And then that's it. Then you just do more of what you're doing. I was like, I don't need to keep playing this.
Sounds so boring.
It is boring. And that's the issue. It's not even what the game is. Like, I would be more into it, I think, if I had to try. I don't want to say harder. It's like, it's not a difficulty. I wish it was smarter.
Yeah.
I wish there were more hidden things that took a little more effort. Like, I don't want it to be hard, but I want the discovery. I'm not discovering shit. Like, I'm just discovering.
Which is sad because
when
that's
I
like the whole
walk through
premise
the
of the
level.
game is like
You're supposed
discovering
to
things.
replay it because every time you do, you find something new. That doesn't work when you just find all the stuff the first time you play it. I was like, this is, it's boring is the word I would use to give it. It's, I got good reviews. I think people were saying things about it. I think the Metacritic's somewhere around 80. I'd be like a 6. So like I like Bubsy way more than its reviews. Bubsy's fun. Bubsy's real fun to play. It's good. Bubsy's at least a 7. But I think it's better than that if you like something like a Mario 3D World. Yoshi's just mid. It's just okay. And that kills me because 1, it's gorgeous. I still love to look at it. It's really pretty. But 2, I do love a good Yoshi game. And this one, I think I liked Crafted World more than this. And I don't even like Crafted World all that much. But I played Crafted World more than I want to play this. I just don't want to play it. Like that's exactly. I was like, I don't want to play this.
Sorry.
And I hate that. I really do. This is one of my most look forward to games of the year. I'm feeling a little buyer's remorse.
Can't say I didn't tell you that would happen.
Yeah.
Sorry.
True. It's okay because for everything about that, Lego Batman is incredible. So I'm gonna buy it again when it comes out on Switch because I'm loving this game.
That is correct.
It's real good. Yeah. So Lego Batman's great. I also have one more game that I want to talk about. Before I tell you about the game, I'm going to tell you why. And it's because the most exciting thing that happened to me this week in Nintendo Land is I got my MOBA pad controllers. These are the Pro style controllers. This is what the grip looks like right there. They're very vertical grips. I'm going to pop one off. Like the grip on the back is very top down. So it feels, the reason I say that, Rebecca, it feels like it turned your Switch into like a Steam Deck. Like the grip of it.
It looks like a Steam Deck.
It feels very familiar to a Steam Deck. And now that I have these Pro style thumbsticks and stuff, I was like, oh, let's get a game for it. Let's go get a shooter. Well, I've had a shooter on my wish list for a while called Bloodshed. And what this game is it's Vampire Survivors if it was a boomer shooter.
Okay.
You get dropped in. It's like almost out of Evil Dead. You get dropped into this level, and as you shoot these zombies, you get power-ups. You can change weapons and stuff, and you keep going, and the job is to survive for a certain amount of time. Survive till you go to the next level, and you just do that roguelite progression loop. It's fantastic. I'm so glad that I waited for these controllers because I'm sure that's helping. But yeah, just killing it. That game's really fun. So if anybody out there's looking for a fun indie shooter for Switch 2, get Bloodshed. Especially if you like that progression loop, like that grindy kind of rinse and repeat thing, like Vampire Survivors. That was a huge trend. If you'd like to do that, but Doom, check out Bloodshed. It's a lot of fun. These controllers are great. I didn't have any issues. Some people are. I've seen a lot of Reddit threads. Our very good friend Todd Oxtra, he bought the HD versions, the one that most people bought, the one that I think other people are having issues with. And his left Joy-Con doesn't even work.
Oh.
He couldn't even connect it. I was like, oh, that's bad.
Rough.
You said good?
Todd.
Fuck Todd. Damn. Todd catching strays. But I waited. So the version that I got were the M12S model, not the HD model. There are many differences between the two. I'm not going to get into them. But the HD model basically had rumble, good rumble.
Ooh.
The S model, the reason I waited for the S model is because it used Switch 2 protocol to connect to the Switch. The other ones are like Bluetooth controllers. So they connect like a generic wired gamepad. I didn't want to mess with that. I was like, that just sounds janky. It sounds like Nintendo's going to release an update or something and that's not going to work, right? Like with a firmware update or something. I didn't want to mess with that. These, you just connect to the Switch, they see it as Joy-Con. I was like, yes, it should do that. What that means, I can wake up the system with these Joy-Con. These feel like Joy-Con.
That's big.
And I was like, yeah, so it doesn't have as good rumble. I don't care. I could turn the rumble off for all I care. And these were also the cheaper model. These were $60. This might be the best $60 I've spent on Switch. And all, I love it. I'm in love, by the way, if you didn't know. I'm loving it. They feel really great. Good. Once I got them, Rebecca, I just started buying games. I was like, I need to play more of it. I just wanted to play it, so I bought a few things this week. including that Bloodshed game, which I like a lot. The last thing that I want to shout out is the Analog 3D, because I was saving this for the weekend, but I got a little free time yesterday. Last week, they released a fan-created ROM hack for WCW NW Revenge called the Starcade Edition, where they recreated a bunch of stables, add a bunch of new wrestlers in. At the same week, I'm not sure if, I think Josh saw it. Yeah, I think he responded to me because I tagged Josh in this. Analog that released an update, a firmware update, where you give save states, custom save states. Delvin, you don't know, when you run a title run in WCW No Revenge, you have to fight like 10 matches.
Yes.
It's like 8 or 10. You can't pause. Right? Like, back when I was a kid, I used to leave my N64 on overnight. I would just leave it on. Like, nobody hit the N64 because I'm paused in the middle of the game, right?
Speaking of you tagging Josh, Josh's chat just came in here after his stream. That's why everybody's saying bone up.
I just thought everybody was just horny.
Yeah, it is Friday night.
That's what it says.
Friday night.
That's what it says when you level up in Mina. Bone up.
So I downloaded this firmware, which even got even better because some Redditor, I'm going to shout out this Reddit thread. It's on my Blue Sky if you want to go look at it. Some Redditor created a utility that will update your Analog for you. Because Analog didn't, and you have to like take out the SD card and download and swap the file. This guy was like, nah, we're not doing that. Here's a program that'll just do it for you. And I was like, fuck, I got to give this a try. So I went and plugged it in. I downloaded the thing. I hit update. It updated and was done. I was like, fuck me. Look at this man out here just doing the Lord's work.
That is good.
So I told him many, many thank yous. And then I shouted him out on Blue Sky and I tagged everyone I know that has an Analog.
Josh needs to turn on his Analog.
Yeah, I sent it to him. And Delvin, the ROM hack is fantastic. I was playing it last night, and now I have save states, so I played 3 matches and saved. I can pick up where I left off. I'm living in N64 heaven. I can start the console from a couch. I can hit save states. I can change games. I can turn, it's perfect. It's really, really rounding into form, and I did send you the ROM hack, Delvin, so make sure you download that, put that on your flash cart. It's good. It's very good. They said that they're going to work to add music to the entrances. So we're going to get a patch soon. Yeah. I don't know if it gets any better than that. So, and then last weekend, I told you guys after Shaq, I played Virtual Boy. Played a bunch of Virtual Boy. So I have played Mario Tennis for Virtual Boy finally. I played Tetris. I played Space Invaders. Mario Tennis was fantastic. Because I did get the cardboard Virtual Boy. You remember I told you before, I have the big one, the plastic one, but it's weird to try and fit your head into that and play. So with the cardboard one, I just laid on the couch. I just laid down and held it to my face and played. It was great. So what is happening? You're twitching. I'm like, what am I talking to? They're not even listening.
There's Taylor Swift rumblings going on.
I'm listening.
Rumblings?
What happened
rumblings.
Was my mic disconnected, so I couldn't say anything.
And I could tell. I was like, something's happening. What's happening?
I'm like, what the fuck happened?
I was a little distracted. Wait, can I? Do you want to know, or do you not care?
Of course, it's
a Swift Shack.
Friday Night Shack.
Okay, so a couple weeks ago on Taylor Swift's no, it is nothing about Travis. A couple weeks ago, Taylor posted on her website appeared a countdown, and she often has countdowns when she's about to reveal something. A countdown with a
a countdown to the breakup would be hilarious. The page opens up.
It was a light blue background with white clouds, and the clouds looked very similar to the Toy Story clouds. You know that Andy's room background, wallpaper background. Yes. So people were like, "Oh my God, that makes sense why she was wearing an outfit with Toy Story colors the day before." And so oh my God, and then the countdown went down, got taken off the website. We're like, okay, somebody put it up too early. Then nothing for weeks. Then Disney came out and was like Taylor has nothing to do with Toy Story. Sorry, we didn't really, we didn't want to We hear there's lots of rumors. There's nothing about Taylor in this movie. So Toy Story 5 comes out the same day as the 20th anniversary as her first single on her first album.
Uh-huh.
And so
I'm lost. See, you got to follow the web.
Today, billboards started to appear with the Toy Story background and the Toy Story font and colors TS. Now, does it mean Toy Story or does it mean Taylor Swift? But let me tell you, there were 13 clouds on that billboard. What is Taylor Swift's lucky number? 13. 44. Okay. So people were like, come on, like they better not be messing with us.
This is that guy from Best Buy who was like, that's what they tell you. Like,
so
see me glazing over. That was me earlier too.
What Medi just sent me that had me twitching was her album, Taylor's album, 1989. The cover just changed on Apple Music and YouTube Music. It's the background is like a sky, and instead of seagulls, it's white clouds. And what is her album 1989? It's her fifth album, TS5, Taylor Swift 5, Toy Story 5.
So
is she in the movie? Is that the thing we're going with?
Well, we're thinking that the Charlie Day meme connecting all the dots.
So, but let me ask you, would you be is the idea that she's a character in the movie and you are excited for that?
Either that or more likely she will have a song in the movie. Okay. Gotcha. I was like, I was thinking, I don't know if I'd ever be excited if like a musician was in the store. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, are they excited for this? She could. She has done voices for characters before. She was in the Lorax as a voice.
Oh, I'm sure she'd be great at it too. I'm just thinking, I don't think I would be excited for someone doing that.
She played a cat before, Donnie, in that movie Cats.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
I don't know anything about that.
Neither did she.
That was awful.
It was not good. But anyway, she was in like 5 minutes of that. So yes, we connected the dots. The dots are starting to connect. And I do think that she will have a song. She has had songs in movies before.
I had this energy for Bray Wyatt.
Who?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I would try to chase things when he was doing stuff.
Yeah.
Josh is texting me, asking me questions, but that was why I got distracted. Sorry to interrupt your whatever you were talking about. That was definitely not as important.
Don't worry about it. Yeah,
it wasn't important. Donnie.
Listen, everyone that listens to this show has also forgot what I was talking about. Yes. They're like, "What? Donnie said something that did not happen."
I just started going down that rabbit hole, started explaining all this stuff.
I glazed over at like step 4.
And
I was like, I don't know.
I don't know what's going on. I'm here for
it is breaking news. Anytime something happens with Taylor.
I need help doing Riddler puzzles sometimes.
Yeah.
Listen, I just want to say if I ever go missing, hire Swifties to find me because they are better than the FBI. They are faster. They will figure things out.
You see that Don't Fuck with Cats documentary?
Yeah, that's what I was going to hire. Yeah. Those fucking people.
Those people are killers.
Yeah.
They're tracking dude across the damn continent.
I'm going to tell people.
Have you seen, you know what I'm talking about, Rebecca?
No.
You need to watch that. It's a documentary on Netflix called Don't Fuck with Cats.
Okay.
Yeah. It's dark, but but vengeful.
Do cats get hurt?
Yes.
I don't like that.
I know, but would you like seeing what happens to the person that does that?
Correct. I hope they get put in
would
a blender.
Would you like seeing revenge
up.
for
cats? It's like the Punisher.
Yeah. It's like Taken. These motherfuckers were like, I don't know who you are.
I think
but I will find you.
People who are unkind to animals it like really bothers me.
Yeah, of course. That's why these people hunt this guy down.
Yeah.
And they do. They hunt this person down.
Because animals are they're very innocent.
It's like a Facebooker. It's exactly what you're saying. They pick up all these little clues and put the puzzle together. Yeah.
I feel like you'd have been a part of this, Rebecca.
I feel like I would be very good at it.
Yeah, you'd have helped out.
That'd be so dumb.
So yeah, what were you talking about?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Sorry, Donnie.
Nobody cares when I talk about 64 anyway.
Yeah. Only me.
Do you have anything you want to talk about?
Nah, not really.
All right.
Rebecca killed it.
As we started, well, I would say started, but we're an hour into the show. Mina the Hollower is out, and it's getting rave reviews. The last time I checked on Metacritic, it was a 92, making it the highest rated game of the year so far, I think.
I think that's correct. Yeah.
I can't see. Promise last week that he would send us his impressions. He did, but it was like 4 paragraphs, and I was like, no, you need to boil that down. So
I disagree with his first bullet point.
well, these are his bullet points. So he says
I
2D
disagree.
Zelda meets platformer with what he says NES hard mixed in.
No,
Whoa.
no. Well, okay, every single one of those. Okay, first of all,
She said every single one of those.
NES hard. Nope.
no,
don't
okay,
play that.
no. Number one, it's not. The only thing it's similar to 2D Zelda is like the art design.
Okay.
It's very Oracle of Seasons Ages, maybe a little miniature, like very Game Boy Color type of Zelda style.
Okay.
It's also top down.
Okay.
It doesn't have dungeons. It doesn't have items the same way. It's not 2D Zelda.
Not Zelda.
Sorry, I can't see. Again, platformer. Again, what's a platformer?
Okay.
It's a Dark Souls.
Would you call it any? Wait, come here. Would you call it NES hard?
NES hard. I mean, it's Dark Souls hard. It's got the Dark.
That's
Souls
not the question.
NES.
Whoa. See?
Because it was
NES hard is unfair. Wait, come back.
Answer the question, Josh.
NES hard is unfair. Okay,
Whoa.
I don't think it's unfair. Yes, what Mehdi said. It's not unfair. I agree with what he just said. Second of all, do you think it's 2D Zelda?
I'm sorry,
Don't
I
answer that.
can't see.
no.
Don't
No.
answer that.
But
Do you
I
think
can't
it's
see. This is what happens
platformer?
when you send stuff in. You were subject to Rebecca's tyranny, just like the rest of us.
I would-
Really?
Just like her co-host. You want to be a co-host? You can get treated like a co-host.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
You're welcome.
He also says that burrowing is the standout feature with aids in
Yes.
both combat and platforming. And he
Agreed.
likes that there are 3 weapons to suit your play style.
I agree with those other points. Those
He
are
sent
good.
like, it wasn't 4 paragraphs, but it was a long
It was a
paragraph. I was like,
long
I'm
one.
not reading all that. That's too much to read, man.
It took me until playing the game to understand the title Mina the Hollower. I did not know what a hollower was or why it was called that. She digs underground. She is a
course.
hollower.
Yeah,
Did not
I knew
know
that from the moment it was shown.
Did not know.
They show that in the trailers.
Did not watch the trailers.
Oh, well, that would be. Yeah, I was like, that's kind of the whole point. That's kind of the
That's why
thing.
she didn't watch it.
I didn't watch anything.
Yeah, that's like Hollow Knight being the Hollow Knight. I'm like, yeah.
Anyway, I agree. Burrowing is a very standout feature.
She just chased all these fucking symbols and counts the letters of the name, and like she gave us a whole 14-step plan to Toy Story.
Yeah.
She's like, but Mina, I didn't get it.
Fuck that. I don't understand none of that.
Yeah, right.
Even though it's in the name, even though it's
Too
what she
busy
does.
chasing T-Swift rooms.
Yeah, she's like, nah.
She's like,
Fuck
listen,
you
here's
talking
the
about,
money. Just send it.
Literally, I had access to watching developer streams and chats and stuff. Didn't do any of it.
Oh,
Didn't want to watch any of it.
yeah. You go in blind. I
Yeah.
like it. I respect it. Donkey Kong 64 drops on Nintendo Switch Online June 4th. 6-4. Get it?
No.
Folks are excited. Folks are excited for Donkey Kong 64 for the first time
Ever.
right? Like
wasn't even
they
excited when it
announced
came
it
out.
and our Discord popped all night. There was Kyle was in there. They were like, "Yeah, we won." I was like, "This has never happened for this game."
Listen,
Look at it.
Came out.
I know.
How many people have only played
Look at
Donkey
'em.
Kong Bonanza? Okay, Kyle doesn't count. But how many people have only played
exactly. I'm
Bonanza
glad you
and
said that,
think
Rebecca.
that this is
Clip
also
that.
a good
No,
game?
no over that. Clip that. Kyle doesn't count. Clip that.
People were so excited. We had 15 people talking about Donkey Kong 64.
Why?
I'm not mad at them. I'm just surprised.
Where is Diddy Kong Racing?
That is the
Right.
one.
That would be the one to get
That would
excited
be the
about.
one to pop off, yes.
Yeah, but I was like, really, guys? Donkey Kong 64. Well, you know, GVG was trying to get people to believe Star Fox Zero was good again. I was like, no,
Yeah.
I'm not buying that
They were
shit,
live.
dude. Yeah, no, it's not.
Yeah, Kyle is an outlier.
But I'm happy. I love it. I love to see it. Like your game. Fuck them. Fuck the haters. Splatoon Raiders is getting officially licensed Nintendo accessories. There's like little snap-on shells for your Joy-Con. There's like a case and a grip and a screen cover and stuff. Not announced here yet. But Rebecca, you want to buy some Splatoon stuff?
I actually really liked this announcement of the Joy-Con shells, and I would be all about buying lots of those instead of new Joy-Con. I kind of see them similar to faceplates,
Sure.
where
Yeah.
you can just take them off, put them on, collect them. Unfortunately for me, this news came out one day after I
Dude,
ordered custom
is-
Joy-Con shells on Etsy.
Oh,
Whoa, Nick!
this is
calm
fucking
down
nuts.
a second.
Right. Like this needs to be omitted. Like that's a timeout worthy comment.
DK64 is better than DK
That's
Bonanza.
insane.
Yeah, we're timing him out for that one.
What?
TK.
Timing him out. Bye, Nick. He's gone.
We took the bait. The big news that was announced this week: Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 drops on Nintendo Switch 2 this October 23rd.
I think I just banned Kyle by mistake.
Good job. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I've never been more proud of you in my life, Rebecca. Fuck yeah. Way to fucking go, Rebecca.
Oh no!
I was trying to remove the timeout on Nick, and then Kyle sent a message, and I accidentally clicked the ban button.
Good.
Rebecca dropped
Kyle,
a ban hammer.
You might have to refollow because I
Peace out,
think
bitch.
that like removes everything that you've ever done.
Anyway, Call of Duty comes out October 23rd on Switch 2. Infinity Ward says getting Call of Duty running on Switch is pretty smooth. This marks the first time Call of Duty has been on a Nintendo platform since Call of Duty Ghosts on Wii U in 2013. I was there. That's where I played Ghosts.
I remember
So what
those
you're
things.
saying is that Call of Duty has never skipped a platform,
What?
a Switch, a Nintendo platform.
Skip the whole Switch?
Yeah, it wasn't there for Switch.
Isn't this coming out on this? Oh, it's coming out on the NS2.
Switch 2.
Okay,
Yeah,
never
yeah,
mind.
No,
never
it's
mind.
not going to run on Switch 1. No.
A little bit.
The port is being worked on by Digital Legends. That's the mobile studio that worked on Warzone Mobile, with in-house support as well. The game will apparently, it's not confirmed yet, I don't think, but the game will apparently include mouse controls, crossplay, and cross-save. Studio head Jack O'Hara, that's from Infinity Ward, he says, to be honest, the process of getting Call of Duty on Switch 2 has been pretty seamless. He says, when we got the hardware, then we got the game up and running and pretty quickly, and now it's just about optimization and performance. In our play tests, people played against the other platforms, and it's super fun. It's actually been pretty smooth. There are no problems to report. Are you surprised?
Not really.
Does this mean Call of Duty will run at 60 on Switch 2?
I would
Because I
think-
feel like if it's running at 30, he would have wanted to have mentioned it instead of being like, it's great. What are we thinking?
That's a good point.
Because listen, Call of Duty is a big game and it's very pretty. Call of Duty is, I may be mistaken here, but generally Call of Duty is always 60, like everywhere.
Yeah.
Like that's a thing they really care about. So like,
I, for one, am glad that they are not cutting corners on their deal with bringing Call of Duty to Nintendo, and they're bringing, a real Call of Duty game, and they tried hard to make it good and not just like, okay, it works, because we have to put it on Nintendo because we made a deal.
yeah.
They're actually
kinda
like kind
bring
of
it.
trying.
I do think they're trying. I don't necessarily know if it's a Nintendo thing. Call of Duty, I want to give my thoughts about Call of Duty on Switch. I've been off the Call of Duty bandwagon for some time. Delvin has had a front row seat to this experience since, I want to say, Modern Warfare 3 and both the Blops. Call of Duty really got pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like, pretty egregious. The shit was busted. Fucking, battle pass, salesman, like constant ads, like menus on menus. The file size of the game is exploded. Shit's like 200, 300 gigabytes and stuff,
That's what I'm wondering about.
The last Call of Duty was not good. Like even the play, like it was real bad. So when you say they're trying, I agree with you, Rebecca. I think they're trying to right the ship. Battlefield really put a dent in them last year because they were so bad. So I think this is kind of, we got to get this together.
Yeah, Call of
And
Duty
it
was like
sounds like
bad.
this might be a good one. Even Dev was like, yeah, the trailer looks real good though. I'm open to being won over on trying Call of Duty on the Switch. I like that there's a portable Call of Duty again. I think that's good. But I'm worried about the file size of the game, and I probably need to see it first. Like I need to see it running on a Switch too. But I'm worried that the game's going to be like 200 gigabytes, man.
I think it's going to be.
It will
like
be.
that.
Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal. But yeah, apparently it's going to have Warzone and DMZ. It's going to be fully featured. So that is good.
I wonder if they're going to make you be able to just like download certain parts of it. Like if you just want the campaign, you can download the campaign.
I would hope so, but
I bet
it's
you
Call
they
of
would do
Duty. Yeah, you say that. They told me they did that, and I tried it, and they still downloaded the whole thing.
Yeah.
They do it. Like, it's gotten really bad. It really has.
It's huge.
Like, I played Call of Duty every year, Rebecca, for like 15 straight years. Like, I love Call of Duty. I stick up for it all the time. And then it was Modern Warfare 3. It hurt. And then, like, after that, I was like, it's like, when I was talking to Dev last night, it's like the way it lost aura. Like, I just quit caring about it one day. I was just like, I'm done.
Rebecca,
Yes.
Call of Duty file size was so ridiculous. I got it at launch. When the Call of Duty first came out on PS5, I got it at launch and I couldn't play it because my PS5 didn't have enough space. So I ended up giving it to Dev. Like, here you go, you can take it. That's how bad it was.
Yeah, that's not great. I am very limited in my Call of Duty.
148 gigs.
Yes, that's a lot.
Final Fantasy was close to that, I think.
Yeah.
I'm very limited in my Call of Duty knowledge, but I have played it and I have played Battlefield, and I don't like how fast paced it is compared to Battlefield.
Super fast.
I like Battlefield that I actually like kind of have a chance to kill somebody before I get like exploded.
I just like the campaigns. I think the story and the production, they do a really good job,
I
except
don't know anything
recently.
about that.
They feel like good Michael Bay movies.
They really do. That's exactly. They're big production action movies. And the first Modern Warfare remaster was fantastic. And I loved Infinity War, and I liked Advanced War, and I've liked most of them. The first two Modern Warfare, like the remasters, I love all that stuff.
Yeah.
I liked not Cold War. What was the one where you had like the 4 different, remember you had like the sniper, like the enemy of the gate? What was that one? That one was good too.
I like that one a lot. I know which one you're talking
Story
about.
was good. I like that one.
Story's really good.
But yeah. So I'm like open. I'm open to buying this game. It's good for Nintendo.
Advanced Warfare?
Like no. That's the
That's the other one.
that's the guy from House of Cards.
Yes.
The guy that got canceled for sexual deviancy or whatever he was up to. I never followed him. The actor.
Yeah. I can't remember his name.
Kevin something?
Kevin Spacey.
Spacey. I was thinking Smith. I was like, that's not right. Kevin Spacey, yeah. Yeah, that's Advanced Warfare.
I'm curious now.
But I'm interested. I'm curious. I'm curious about it more than anything
Not
else.
just your average everyday warfare.
That's true.
Advanced warfare.
Advanced Warfare. Well, it was all like futuristic. They had like robotic arms and shit. They're like cyborgs.
Okay.
Anyway, it's big for Nintendo at the very least.
Oh, yeah, very.
That's a big party. Like that's a big brand title for them to do marketing around.
I had Call of Duty Black Ops on the Wii.
Nice.
Well,
Yeah,
there you go.
I bought all the Call of Duties on Wii too. I think it is a system seller to have a portable on-the-go Call of Duty.
Yes.
I think people will buy a Switch if they don't. I think people would probably buy a Switch because they'd be like, well, when I'm not at home, I can play Call of Duty on it.
You know,
Like
I was
Call of
thinking
Duty
about-
Warzone on mobile was really popular.
I think it'll also get I think a lot of kids will buy it too because
Yeah.
a lot of kids have Switches and they're very into Fortnite, and Call of Duty is only a hop, skip, jump away from Fortnite
Yeah.
gameplay.
Like this kind of a system seller, especially if they
I
have
was
like
gonna
a
say-
if they have like a Zelda, people will be like, oh well, I'm gonna get it for Zelda, but I'll get Call of Duty.
I was going to say this would help Xbox a lot.
Kinda.
Like
Yeah.
a lot.
You would
like,
think.
Because having another console it can sell to besides PlayStation that can kind of become a system seller and drive those sales, especially all that money they done wasted and
Yeah.
spent. This could be this could be huge for
Well,
Xbox.
I'm gonna be like, it's not gonna be like, it's not gonna be if it's not like a Mario game, right? But just I think it's like because it's so unique.
Yeah.
To have Call of Duty on the go, that becomes something that people are like, all right, I'll get it.
Especially if it runs good.
Yeah, if it runs good. Yeah, exactly.
That's all. It just needs to run good.
Yeah, because a lot of people would buy Vitas just because they could play their console games
Correct.
on the go. They would play both. And that kind of sets them up for that. I think I think Nintendo will sell systems because of this.
You think it'll do 10 million on Switch too?
No, I don't. Because of the lack of history and everything, I don't. I'd be interested in doing. I don't know.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Call of Duty does sell.
If it's as good as they say it is, I think it'll definitely go over 1 million.
Oh, yeah,
I think it's gonna go over 1 million.
I would too. I would think it would go over 1 million. I would think maybe somewhere in like the 3 to 5 range.
Maybe.
But we'll see, like sales and stuff. We'll see. Maybe take some time. We gotta see if it runs good first.
If it runs good, I think it could do really well.
Yeah,
I think it could do better than expected.
because a lot of people played Call of Duty Mobile.
Yes,
because they wanted Call of Duty on the go.
And I imagine people probably double dip in it. People are
and even people that
version and Switch version.
Switch players that don't like that have never played Call of Duty, I think they'll probably want to give it a try.
And that's what I'm thinking.
And if you have a Switch, Call of Duty on Switch 2 could be a reason to upgrade.
Yes.
You might be like, all right, I'm going to go get the new console now.
And it's a very unique game to have on Switch, honestly.
Oh, like it's just there's nothing like it. I don't think you can play. I mean, I'm sure you can, but like generally speaking, like on the Steam Deck, you can't play Call of Duty because the anti-cheat and stuff doesn't run.
Yes.
So like it's kind of like a monopoly for Switch. Like we are portable Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Because they closed Call of Duty mobile, right? They closed Warzone on phones. You can't play that anymore. So
I think you can do very well. Very well.
I think it's going to sell.
Especially, like I said, especially if it's good. The first one, at least, I think would do very well. Now, after the first one,
I was hoping they would port over some
toss-up.
older ones, but it's going to be the mainline game.
Yeah, I think that's the smart move to do. This is the test. Like, hey,
I'm happy that it's Modern Warfare and not more Black Ops. I tell you, that helps a lot because I'm more of the Modern Warfare player.
and this is day one, right?
Yeah. Oh, and they also mentioned, I know this doesn't really matter to Switch players, but Rebecca, one of the big divisive things about the last one was that the campaign had a mission that you had to play multiplayer.
Oh.
So if you wanted to finish the campaign, it was like a battle royale mode. You had to jump in. That's how they finished like the game. And a lot of people are pretty upset about that. Yes. They did say that they're not doing that this time. They're like, you can play the whole game by yourself.
Yeah, I think that's...
It was jarring. Nobody knew. And yeah, they just threw you into a multiplayer. Like, this is the final battle. And it was a multiplayer map.
What a terrible thing to do.
It was risky. I don't know. I guess it's pretty exciting. We'll see. I will tell you this. I don't think I'll ever pay $70 day one for Call of Duty. Because I only play the campaign. I'm kind of more at the below $50 Call of Duty kind of person. Like, I'll wait for a sale. Like, I don't need it immediately.
Yeah.
But we'll see. New Dragon Quest games were announced, including Dragon Quest XI S, which is a Switch 2 version of Dragon Quest XI S, coming out September 24th. Did you already buy it on Switch? Too bad. You'll get no upgrade path. They said, fuck you can buy this game again. And I will never do that. I'm really upset when these companies do that. It pisses me off.
Good thing I didn't buy it.
Yeah. I didn't need an upgraded version of that anyway.
I think that's very wrong.
Like Dragon Quest XI was fine the way it was on Switch, so I don't really even care on this one.
Yeah.
But I agree with you, Rebecca. I don't like that.
It is.
And you know who's doing it? Square and Sega. They're the only two that are doing it. They're like, nah, you can't upgrade. You got to buy a new one. I'm like, fuck that. I'm not doing it. And then they announced that Dragon Quest XII has been rebooted. Will now be called Dragon Quest XII Beyond Dreams, and yeah, it'll probably be Beyond Your Dreams before it comes out, so just forget about it. Dragon Quest Monsters, The Withered World was announced, but no date was given. But the last Dragon Quest Monsters, I think, did better than expected. So, speaking of Sega and Square, Sonic Frontiers is getting a Switch 2 Definitive Edition for $50, and I also believe there's no upgrade path. I think you have to buy that game again, and I think that sucks because I really like Sonic Frontiers. I would have bought a Switch 2 update, but no soup for you. What is this?
I do not want to cover this game tonight. I'm bidding on the Fantasy Critic League and don't want John 32 to nab it. Should we just read the rest?
I mean, you already read it out loud.
You didn't say what game though.
I didn't say what game it is yet.
He knows. You don't want me to read any of this?
No, she don't want you to read any of that.
Okay, we're skipping this news section. What about the last one? That's not even that game. It's a different game.
Well, then he'll put the pieces together, so don't do it.
Yes.
Damn, John 32.
He's like Batman.
Sorry.
Like Lego
Cover it
Batman.
on your other podcast.
Oh, I will, but Rebecca, I think he knows.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't
I
care.
posted
I don't
it in the
care.
Discord.
That's fine. That's fine. But
All
we're
right.
not talking about it here.
Damn. Stray's Nintendo Switch 2 edition is out, but the free upgrade, if you already bought the game, isn't working. So Annapurna says they're sorry, they're working on it.
That's
I
good.
saw a lot of really negative press about this, like people who thought that it was not a free upgrade. Like they saw, oh my god, we have to pay another $30 for it.
Oh, that's a bummer.
And
Yeah,
people
that sucks.
didn't know that it's supposed to be free, and they're thinking, "Oh my God, they're so greedy," and yeah, they're getting that negative press.
Joining that game, there's a lot of other announcements that came out this week. So just quickly, Wild and Chill was announced. That's the follow-up to Fish and Chill, and you can do hunting, fishing, foraging, crafting. You can build a cabin out. No date was announced, but they did announce it's going to have 4-player online co-op. Lollipop Chainsaw got its Switch 2 update. That is a paid upgrade. It's $5. If you order it now, it's $4.50. I did download it immediately, especially with my new Joy-Cons. Lollipop Chainsaw is fantastic on Switch 2.
Yeah, you've been playing a lot of that.
So go get it. It
I have the
looks,
Switch 1
looks
version,
great.
so.
Maybe like the resolution, I think the upscaling, like it's a little soft, but it's a 360 game, so it does not matter. But it plays great, and the lighting and everything is very nice. Like it's very good. Go get Lollipop Chainsaw. And I was playing handheld. I have no idea. It's probably even better on TV.
Can you ban that person on YouTube, by the way?
I absolutely will.
Thank you.
Roller Coaster Tycoon has got a Switch 2 edition featuring mouse controls. Fuck yeah. I bought this game from Atari for the sole purpose of hoping it was getting mouse controls. That was a year ago.
I remember you when you did that.
I was like, I just bought this game and I'm never going to play it because I guess they're never going to update it. Well, a year later, they finally have.
Wait, did you skip this, or was I like zoning out for it?
No,
You must have been zoning
you
out.
zoned out. He talked about that
distracted.
one.
Yeah, I covered that.
I played Cast and Chill, and I really liked it, so I'm keeping my eye on that one also.
Did you tell me about that game for Rebecca?
That was the one where I raved about the pixel art being absolutely beautiful and probably the most beautiful game I've ever played in my entire life.
I remember that.
I don't love the idea of hunting because I don't like hunting. The fishing, it sounds like it's going to be exactly what's in Cast and Chill. But listen, I'm all about the foraging, the crafting, the cabin building, especially because there's co-op. So I'm all about that. I'm sorry I
Good
zoned
job,
out.
Yarden. Thank you. Yarden got him.
Thank you. I need YouTube permissions.
How do I do that?
I don't know. Figure it out after the show.
Okay. And then, yeah, that was the end of the news. Oh,
we
no,
skipped
sorry.
one. We got one more.
Hollow Knight and Silksong are both getting physical releases this October.
Huh. I might get that.
I might get it too. I've always wanted to give Hollow Knight another try. I might. I don't know. We'll see. I got a lot of games to buy.
What if John's lying to me?
About what?
He said
You
I
got to
can
do
have.
it, Rebecca. Then we can do the news.
But what if? Okay, so he already knows
I don't
about
want
it.
to
So
talk.
you can read
Dev
it.
doesn't give a fuck about Rayman. I don't want to talk about Rayman with Dev.
We'll talk about it because he already knows about it.
All right. Well,
What if he's lying to me and is bidding $41?
that would be devious. I would
That would
love
be
it.
Great.
so
That would be
mean.
the most badass shit.
I like it. I respect John 32
I
for
would
that.
respect the hell out of if he led you on and still took your game.
That would be horrible, and I would never talk to him ever again for the rest of my life.
I mean, but it'd be funny though.
What
Yeah.
if I quit the podcast?
That'd be bad.
That would be really funny.
That'd be bad. That'd be the second person
That would be Shaq lore forever. We'd be talking about that on 500. Remember when Rebecca quit over Fantasy League? She means business,
Who
huh?
do I have to worry about if not you?
Oh.
All right, Rayman talk. Rayman Legends Retold has broken NDA. It'll be $40 and it's out this October. This game will be in the PlayStation Showcase next week, as many outlets have already seen the game in action, so that's why we know about it. That's why it's leaked.
And this is a reboot, right?
We don't know yet. It's considered a remake, I guess. Nate the Hate says, so we talked about this a little bit when it was a rumor. And I said, why are they doing this? Because the game already looks great. Here's maybe why. Nate the Hate says it'll be 2.5D with some 3D sections.
Oh.
I need to see it.
I just want to say something.
But
Okay.
I still like the 2D version.
I do too.
Rayman Legends is the best platformer of the modern generation. 2D platformer. It's
I
the
don't know
only
about all that.
it's the only 2D platformer that I like.
I do.
That is a bold take.
Rebecca, when Delvin and I talked about this as a rumor, I was very curious because it's like, this is a game to me that doesn't need a remake.
It's very beautiful.
It's
No,
beautiful the
and
way it is.
They'll do anything but make a new Rayman game.
So, but this one, Nate the Hate says is 2.5D and 3D sections. So
Interesting.
that's a new that's different. That's a new Rayman game.
This is the only one I've played.
And then, funny enough, because the media broke the NDA and this story has leaked, the Xbox store has leaked that we're also getting Rayman Origins Enhanced Edition, which apparently is 4K, 60 frames a second, and they're saying quality of life features and stuff. Don't get too excited. I think that sounds like a budget release. But will I buy Rayman Origins on my Switch too? Fucking yeah, I
That was
will.
a great game.
That is a
love
great.
that
I
game.
wanted that to be in the Rayman collection that I bought.
Again, they'll do anything but make a new Rayman game.
I think they're doing all of this because they're going to announce they're going to make a new Rayman.
Yes, I think so.
That's what they're doing. Yeah. We're leading up to that
and
announcement.
I think it's probably gonna be the same engine other than this.
I don't know if
retold.
it'll be at Summer Games Fest or maybe the Game Awards, but they're going to announce a brand new Rayman game.
Yes, and the retold is the engine they'll probably be using for it.
I think you're right. Yeah. But I'm very interested because I like Rebecca. I love Rayman Legends. I think it's fantastic. So when they were like, we're doing it again, I was like, why? And now that they're apparently maybe changing it so much, now I'm also like, why? Why don't you just call this a new game?
Yeah,
I'm so confused.
they're probably
What are they doing?
Experimenting for a new game that'll be like that.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I guess it's very kind of like what we're seeing with Star Fox. It's Star Fox 64, but it's not though. But it's not Star Fox.
They're
64.
preparing for something else.
Yeah, I think you're right. And then that's the news. John
That
32,
is
get
the
those
news.
bids in.
Stop. No. If he's lying, I'm going to be really
He
upset.
said he's not gonna do that. He's a gentleman in the skull, I believe.
So he's messaging
Not-
somebody else
well-
and saying, hey, Rebecca's bidding on Rayman. You better up your ante.
That's not as cool. Him doing it, hilarious.
Yes,
Him doing it to your face, hilarious. Him going to someone else to do it, that's lame.
that's not cool.
That's not
That's
cool.
not. That's not as fun.
That's not fun. That's not
Yeah.
funny.
I'm excited to try Stray.
It looks great. I saw
they
some
said it
footage.
looks as good as the PS5 version,
I agree.
but people are bitching that it only runs 30 FPS.
Oh, who cares?
But it's a stable 30 FPS.
Then it's fine. Stray
I
at
just want to
30 is
know,
fine.
why do you need your cats to be in 60 FPS? It's not a shooter. It's not a fighting game.
On this one, you are correct. This is not a game that
I
needs
agree.
to be at 30.
I know I'm right.
Yeah, this one's fine. I played it on Switch. It was fine. It was a good Switch game. And it was worse than that, on Switch. So it
My
was fun.
only regret is that I can't mod it like I can on Steam
Of course.
to look like my cat.
How they didn't do DLC for that makes no sense.
I know.
That's easy money they're just leaving on the
Well,
table.
I want a sequel because it ends on a cliffhanger.
We're getting a sequel. That game sold too well not to get. I think they'll do something with that.
Strays.
I will never forget that
Co-op.
game was
Strays
nominated.
co-op game.
I figured that.
Yeah,
was
that's
wrong.
good, Rebecca. Or good, Delvin. That's good.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that game did get a nomination for Game of the Year.
Did it?
So deserved. Yeah.
It did.
The animation work in that is so great that it tricked every cat across the world into thinking it was
Yes.
real, like that, and then like that's profound. Like there's a ton of evidence of cats freaking out, thinking there were cats in the TV.
And the
Listen,
meow sound.
my cats have seen cats on TV a bunch. They've never reacted like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's crazy. That's how good the work they did. I don't know exactly what that means, but they should, whatever it is, they should get an award for it.
Well, it's because they
was fantastic.
didn't just animate cats. They put those little motion things, the way that they do facial.
Yeah.
You know how they put the dots all over your face. What's it
It
called?
worked.
Facial tracking or
Yes.
motion tracking or
Motion
something.
capture.
Motion capture. And they put that on cats and use that for the animations.
Yeah,
Give the cat
Annabelle
a
was
little funny suit.
I couldn't play it with Annabelle in the room. Like she was freaking out. You know? Yeah, she was like scratching my TV and stuff, like trying to get into it. You know, like it was
Trying to save the cat.
kind of nuts.
Okay. I'm going to start reading the questions directly from you.
You sure?
Yes. I'm going to read the first question and then I'm going to go fill up my water. Wait, why'd you say, are you sure?
Because you just out here chewing on food. Like, chill out, relax. Like, you can
All
finish
right.
eating first.
No.
I'm about to read this question.
Oh my God. I'm all done eating. That was my dinner. I'm on a very strict diet, by the way.
It's okay.
Fuck that diet.
I'm on a
Yeah,
calorie
that's-
deficit, so I
You
can
look
get a.
great, Rebecca. Fuck that.
No,
diet.
I need a flat tummy for a wedding that I'm going to next
Fuck
month.
that wedding.
What's that? Yeah.
No.
Look.
There's a lot of like stakes to it. You don't understand.
Oh, my bad.
Like actual steaks. They serve steaks there.
I'm not answering that question, Betty, because you're going to bully me. The first question is from Candy Corn.
Candy corn.
Did I
That's a good
say
name.
that
You know,
right?
Delvin. Look how Tron is living.
Aw, thanks, Haley. Candy Corn's question is Walmart and Costco are discounting Switch 2 games up to 50 or 60%. Nintendo is pricing digital lower. Sellers can price lower. Big discounts point to units not. Is this a question?
Yeah.
Big discounts move to units not moving enough to keep shelf space too. Oh, here's the question. Other factors you think are causing this? What could this mean going forward for Nintendo?
It's a really good question. I don't think this
Well-
is all true, and I don't think I've actually thought of it like and noticed it in this light.
I can tell you what's going on, at least on the Walmart side of things. Walmart's reducing their video game space. Like a lot of places, places are reducing their physical game spaces.
I don't think
just
that's why
doing-
they're discounting the Switch games
Yeah, they're discounting.
because they're not discounting to they're discounting pre-orders.
Oh, they discounting
Right.
pre-orders
That's
too?
what I think. That's
a
what
little
she's.
different. Okay, but
Yeah.
they're discounting Switch games. I've been there the other day. They were discounting Switch games, PS5
You're right.
games,
They have clearance. You're
like
totally
a lot
right.
of stuff now.
I was thinking this one was slightly different, and maybe that's what Candy Corn's thinking about. But I would think they were talking about like how they're $10 cheaper at Walmart.
Oh, okay,
You know, like
yeah,
I look at that as Nintendo's or Walmart's looking at that as like a loss leader.
yeah,
They're like, we want to be the cheapest on this because this gets people in the door.
that makes sense too.
Yeah, and then they also might be trying to reduce, you know, like maybe they're trying to focus more on selling games up front and less on space and keeping them around.
Yeah,
But yeah, I my take on this is actually real simple. I just think it's really competitive right now. There's a lot of fucking games and things are really expensive and people are paying a lot for gas and a lot for food. So I think if you're Nintendo's side, you're just trying to be the one people pick. So you're just being very competitive with price.
that makes a lot of sense.
That's my only read on it.
Yeah, you probably can get more people in the store if they know you're charging cheap for the games.
It's the same reason that like a big part of grocery shopping for a long time was to sell milk at a discount, to take a loss on milk, because people come into the store for milk. So you sell milk as cheap as possible and raise the price on everything else.
Everything else, yeah,
Because once they're there for the milk, they'll buy the other things.
that makes yeah.
Because the Walmart, like I'm only speaking of Walmart, it's the only store I really go to, but Walmart like basically got rid of there is no Xbox section.
Yeah.
Like it's just PlayStation and Switch stuff.
Yeah.
And there's
Yeah,
usually
the best
one
section
row,
is smaller.
and they're on both sides of the row.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, I think that's it. Because I have noticed they're not carrying as many physicals now. Now they have a lot of cards.
Mm-hmm.
The physicals have been replaced with digital cards. So they're basically just selling digital codes.
Pretty much.
Yep. And I don't know if it's a big part, but I would imagine there's probably, knowing how like check cashing and payments go, I think you'll know what I'm talking about, Delvin. There's probably a lot of people that would rather buy digital codes in stores than like through online, putting their credit card in online. Not like a majority or anything, but that's a bigger group than what most people probably think. There's a lot of people in this world, they don't want to put their banking information into some app or on a phone, and they get their checks cashed at Walmart or bank shops.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, and I could see that being still a thing. Like yeah, they want to pay cash.
A lot of people
Who pays for things in cash?
All those people you drove through?
Yeah. Straight cash.
For risk.
For risk. But
yeah, first look, what the fuck I need?
But you might be right. Like maybe the units aren't moving enough to keep shelf. I mean, we have been seeing that. That is true.
I've been seeing that with particularly in Walmart with video game space, and the movie space is getting smaller and smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're adding more merchandise in terms of like video game
stuff.
merch,
Yep.
but not as much games,
figurines, toys, and things
anime
like that.
stuff and stuff like that. I've noticed that a lot. Like, oh, that's changing the space.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you go for those who wonder, Walmart's a good place to like. If you go to the clearance section of Walmart, you'll find like a lot of good stuff there. Not even just video games. Like, you can get like coffee makers for like really cheap.
I saw a lot of people get Switch 2s on clearance at Walmart for like $350.
Yeah.
They're like return models. They slap a $350 sticker, put it in the clearance bin. I've seen a lot of that on Reddit.
I recommend a lot of people go to just
20 of
Walmart,
those.
just go right to the clearance section. You get a lot of stuff for like really cheap.
Yeah,
really, really
because
cheap.
it's all
Video games,
it's all the returns.
Yeah.
Instead of throwing them away, they just mark them down.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I agree.
But the digital divide's a real thing. You know, like what have I been saying for years? Buy it as much as you can while you can if you care about it, because it is going away. And people have got to like, there's a reason we got key cards and everything. Like, it's going away.
It is.
Physical is going away. So like, if you care about it, buy it, because I don't know if 10 years from now if you're going to be able to.
Agree.
You have to buy it for my estate sale when I die. You have to buy mine because I'm buying it.
Yeah.
I'm buying as much of it as I can. So
Kyle the Pug writes in.
Fuck you, Kyle the Pug.
Sorry for banning you, Kyle the Pug.
Nah, she's not.
Who would win between 4 Call of Duty Pro players versus 4 Splatoon players with pro gyro aiming?
fucking Team Japan Splatoon is waxing the floor with these Call of Duty Pros.
I agree.
When you enter
There's gyro aiming.
when you enter the Splatfest and the other team's names are just in symbols, you are fucked.
Yeah.
You are so fucked. You're about to get worked in a way you didn't know you could get worked before. Our team once got beat it was like 95, like the whole map was their color. Like we couldn't get off base. I was like, yo, we just got murdered. So I'm rocking with Team Splatoon. I wonder if they'll do that for Call of Duty.
If there's no motion aiming, then they might get fucked.
Could you imagine Splatoon skins in Call of Duty? I totally can, actually.
That is actually smart.
Their skins are they had bunny rabbits and Snoop Dogg and shit. You know, they totally
Nintendo
could to celebrate their first Nintendo game in a long time. They have a Splatoon skin. Oh God!
Put Link in the game with a 12 game.
He's a Link in Call of Duty.
Just Link.
That would be awesome.
Link and Mario walking around with guns.
He's over there with a machine gun going, ah!
Yarden, can we get another YouTube ban, please?
Oh shit, let me pull it back up.
That's what they should do.
Somebody
all
has
the
no
Nintendo
life
characters
tonight.
in.
That would be fun, and that would actually get me to play it.
I feel like it's just us arriving.
There you go, Jonathan.
You've arrived when you start getting hate mail.
Yeah, correct. Give Yoshi a gun. No,
Yes. That's what I've been saying for a long time.
Yoshi with a gun. I mean, it sells a lot better than the damn mystery book did.
Yeah.
I hate that. I've seen 4 or 5 friends that love it, and it pains them. I'm like, I keep trying. Like, where is the love? Where is it?
Where is the love?
Surfadeer. I
Good
forget
job.
how to say their name.
It's good.
Ask question for Shaq. Also good to see you, Surfadeer. It's been a little while. I'm just finishing up a 2-week vacation in Japan.
Where
That's dope.
they got engaged.
Oh, congratulations.
Fucking
Wait, really?
That's yes.
Ah,
Share that in the
awesome.
chat.
that
Was
is
just
awesome.
proposed to in Japan.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Congratulations. If you were ever to go to Japan, what would you most like to see / experience when there?
They said no.
What?
They said no.
No. What? Really?
I'm joking. No. I'm joking. When they responded, it just said I got proposed to, not that like I accepted. I was like, uh-oh.
Like I got engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone proposed to me. It's like, oh, nobody says it like that though.
They would like both Nintendo related and non-Nintendo related answers. Except, here's the thing: you're asking this question when you're just finishing up your 2-week vacation in Japan.
It's true.
What if we say something and you're like, "Oh man, I wish that I went to go do that."
Well, let me
Also, thanks for
pass
listening,
this question
Sergio.
back to you.
Congrats. by the
What
way.
things would you recommend us do in Japan?
Right?
So
You're the one that
just
was there that should tell
write
us.
back in next week and let us know, like, hey, what things do you think we should do?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I know me personally, I would like get all the anime type stuff, like all the
Akihabara.
cool- yeah, Akihabara. Yeah,
I would go there too. I've seen a lot of Japan like tourism, like gamer tourism. Everyone goes there. So my understanding is that district has been like severely kind of picked over. But it's still, I would still go there because it's like the Times Square video games. Like I would go there for the vibe.
I would want to spend a day or two in the city, like hitting up like the Pokemon Center store,
Pokemon Center
all the
is a good
Kirby cafes. Like there's so many Kirby
Yeah, I
cafes,
would
like
also wanna
all
do
the
that.
gaming stuff. But then for the rest of my trip, I want to go to like rural Japan. Like I don't want to go. I don't want to be in the city. I hate cities. I want to go see like the really pretty like landscapes of Japan. I want to go on a train across the country.
I want to go everywhere where Yakuza was at in the game. Just like all the bars, just everywhere they were at in those games. I want to be there. And getting the same type of fights too.
When I bought my N64 games, I registered for like a Japanese eBay site, and I was digging around trying to find it because I had watched a video on YouTube, people talking about like game hunting in Japan. Now it's been picked over, but this person was like, but if you get out into the rural parts away from the cities, there's still stores full of video games.
That's a good idea.
And I Googled it, and there's like I want to say it was GameSpot. GameSpot kind of went with like an elevated media take on gaming. It almost kind of like a travel channel kind of video where they were walking through some of these old towns and these old game stores that were stocked to the brim with N64 games and Sega Dreamcast games, Sega Dreamcast systems, Saturn stuff. Like it'll blow your
That's
mind.
cool.
Not like 5, like 50.
I love
Like
that
in the
kind of
box
stuff.
and stuff. And the
And
way
cheap. It's all cheap in Japan too. All the video games.
the way it was described to me, and this is what set me off a few years ago. You remember when I went nuts buying Japanese N64 games?
Yeah.
This is what set me off. This is how I watched this video, and they go, the difference between games in Japan is that people don't put them on pedestals like they do in America.
Correct.
They're like video games in Japan. The analogy they use is it's much more like a library.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are libraries around, like the game stores that are just stocked full of games because, like, they're books. Like they finished them, they put them back on the shelf. Like they don't keep them
They
out
don't collect them
that.
like we do.
But they also keep them in pristine condition. Most of them have original box art. They're all complete, like all of them. Like that's normal. That's how the majority of the stuff is.
They treat them like library books.
So I jumped on that eBay site. Like it was I forget what it's called, but it was like a Japanese version of that, a retailer. And I searched by like province, and I bought all those N64 games. I was like, yeah, I need all of that yesterday, and I just started buying bunches of it. So I would also want to do that, Rebecca. I would want to like take me somewhere. I want to go pick through some old store and just see what I find. Oh, dude, Delvin, the thing that caught my attention, they had like 20 copies of Clock Tower.
Ooh.
Do you have any idea how hard it is to get a legit version of Clock Tower for PS1? Should have cost you like $400 in America. That's just laying around. Dino Crisis, it's like just literally like in piles, just like in the corner. You know, yeah. So I would definitely want to do that.
I want to see the cherry blossoms in Japan.
There
Forza.
you go.
Okay.
I might just go to Japan.
Yeah.
Maybe like next year I'll probably do that.
I don't like to travel like that. I don't never do that.
I
would like
do-
to, but
I
won't.
would like to go to Japan, but there's many places on my list that I would like to go before Japan.
Nah, Japan's like pretty much the top of my list.
Yeah.
As the place that I want to.
You
really
should
go.
go.
Yeah, you should, Delvin.
Yeah, my daughter really wants to go there too. Like she's big on that.
I'm just not. You know that. I'm never much of. I'm not much of a traveler.
I love traveling.
Like, I don't want to be that far away from home. I feel like the whole traveling experience, like the hotel, the cab, the airplane, all of that feels very inconvenient and gives me stress.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to do any of that. You know,
I don't either, but once I get to the place,
to me, that's not vacation.
Yeah,
It like ruins the vacation. I'm trying to do
Like,
the least amount of that as possible.
I'm still super excited in August when I go to California.
Nice.
Yeah, go
I
see
get
the
it.
Nas concert. That's gonna be fun.
I think most people love to travel. It's because when I tell people this and they look at me weird, it's like it's weird, but I'm a hermit. I want to stay home.
No,
I wanna stay
I
in the
don't
shell.
blame you.
I mean, I have a
good.
good amount of that too, but I do like seeing, other places.
I don't think I want to see any place in the world enough to be on a plane for 10 hours. Like it could be a free trip, and I'd say no.
I
I'd be like,
usually
"I'm
don't
good."
either. But like once I get to the place, I'm like
10
so happy.
hours is not a long
I know.
flight.
Long enough.
I know. You're also talking to someone that if I can drive, I do.
Yeah.
Like I need to be further than a 12-hour drive to even consider flying. Like if I can drive there in less than 12 hours, I'll drive versus fly all the time, 100%.
The only place I'm like always like down to go to and drive, Orlando. I'm always going to go to Orlando because I do so much stuff there. Pretty fun to me.
I'm just
My flight to Denmark was 14 hours.
yeah.
That
And I
wasn't
don't
that
have
bad.
I don't have a phobia of
You
flying or
sleep
anything.
for part of it. You play
I
a game.
can't sleep on
You
a
watch a
plane.
movie. Oh, I can sleep anywhere.
It's like, yeah, I have no fear of flying. It's not even that. It's like I don't like it.
Yeah.
You know, like it's stressful. It gives me
I
anxiety.
used to
I think it's
like it,
probably
but
the word.
now I have a sense of mortality.
It makes me anxious. It's not even that. It's just like I'm cramped. I'm around people. I'm stuck in a tube. Like I find it very uncomfortable. It's not like I don't want to do that. You know, like that alone, I'd be like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, oh, you can see the pyramids.
Okay, but you have to say that like the liminal space of airports at like 3 a.m. is just really awesome.
You haven't been through Hartsfield. I've never walked into an airport and thought it was awesome. Hartsfield's a nightmare.
Yeah.
That's like the worst place on earth for me.
I get so much anxiety going
I
to an
hate
airport.
being there.
Really?
Yeah, like, oh, it's the worst. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's a huge deterrent for me.
Yeah.
If you were to like, Donnie, here's a free vacation to somewhere, but you have to be on a plane I would tell you no. I'd be like, can I sell the vacation? I don't want to do that.
Like I'm like, hey, I gotta go through this TSA and all this stuff. Am I gonna be late to the flight?
What?
And that
You
stuff.
check, you get there early, and you
Yeah.
line, you
That
stand in the
stuff gives
line,
me so much
stand in the
anxiety.
other line, get in the
It's
sub
not that
line.
bad. You guys are like making it think that it's like horrible. Like it's
Oh, yes.
not that
It
bad.
feels horrible to me.
It feels horrible.
To me, it is horrible. That's exactly how it is.
Now, once I get on the plane, I'm good. But like
I hate that so much. I just won't do it.
once I go through all that TSA and all that other stuff, I'm good. But
Oh,
the process of going through that, I'm like, fuck this.
I'm not alone. There's not many of us. Like my in-laws, I talk about this PSVs all the time. My in-laws, world travelers. They want to see the whole world. They think it's crazy. I've had this conversation so many times. They're like, you don't want to go? And I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like they can't, even when I go on vacation, you also didn't hear that story, but Rebecca, when I went on vacation, stayed in the hotel room, got high, had sex. Like I'm not out here trying to bike ride and see, like, I see it, I'm here. Like, like I don't fill my day full of activities either. Like that's not vacation. I'm just lazy. I'm like, nah, just go sit outside. They're like, my in-laws are like, you don't want to No,
Not really.
no, I don't want to do anything.
As I
Thank
always
you, Nick.
tell
Yeah,
Yes,
I can no,
fucking nightmare.
I can resonate with what John 32 just said. I am bothered so much during a regular day. Being on a plane with only my Switch for hours is so much peace. I love it. You can't use your phone. Nobody's hitting you up. Like it's just like it's always pretty quiet on the
I do
plane.
that at home. That's my home.
It's nice and cool.
Yeah, that's me home. That was me in my hotel room at the beach.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just different strokes.
What was the question?
I have no idea. Oh, happy engagement, Japan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good job, Surfadeer.
Yes.
John 32, speaking of, writes in and asks, with Fable being scared out of the Nintendo release window, does Ocarina dare go up head to head with GTA
Hell
6?
yeah, it does.
Here's the thing. It's not daring to go up head to head with GTA 6. It is its own thing that does not pay any mind to anyone around it and knows that it either doesn't have overlapping audiences or doesn't care, knowing that it's going to sell anyway.
And it's not the first time Nintendo's gone up to head to head with. Nintendo's the one company that does go head to head with Call of Duty and GTA.
Ocarina of Time is the game to do
100%.
it.
It's usually they've done this before, and it's usually Pokemon. They usually put Pokemon in the Call of Duty GTA window, and because those games are huge, but so is Pokemon.
People aren't going to pick one or the other. If they want both, they're going to buy both.
I think Nintendo has 4 games that they can do this with.
Yeah.
Correct.
I don't
Animal Crossing, Mario, Zelda, and Pokemon.
The big 4.
And also, they're just going to put Zelda in Call of Duty anyway, so it'll be fine.
Fable has a right to be scared of it. Ocarina of Time does not.
Fable needed delayed anyway. I said that when we saw it.
Yeah.
The funny thing about this, Rebecca, is last week, Fable responded to someone reiterated it was coming out this year.
They did.
It was last week. And when it happened, Rebecca, people tagged me because since we saw it, people are like, Donnie, because I said since we saw it, I was like, it's going to get delayed. People tagged me, like, see, Donnie? And I said on the show, I was like, I'm not believing that.
I am willing to say that I don't think Nintendo would blink if their release date was the same as
they would go the
GTA
same
6.
day with GTA.
I think they would proudly do it if they already had it.
I don't think they will, but they were not worried if they did.
Exactly.
Not with Zelda. If it's what we think it is, they're not worried about Ocarina of Time. They're not worried about Ocarina of Time reaching its sales.
His follow-up is, which would you play first?
That's a Barbenheimer day. That's a day where you see a ton of pictures of people
both.
being like, look at both.
Look at Link shooting up a person for their car.
Yeah, that's a sweet day, actually. That's pretty sweet. If we get Halo in there, we'd be off to the races. I'm Zelda. That's no question. And I love GTA, but no thank you. That's not close.
Zelda.
That's a good question.
It's
I
definitely
will be
GTA
getting
for Delta.
GTA 6, but only
GTA
because
6
I
is probably
should.
my most anticipated game of the year.
Yeah. It's
And
definitely GTA
it's in
for
Miami.
Mm-hmm.
I played like Ocarina. Ocarina's one of my favorite games of all
The
time.
way I wouldn't even think about GTA if it was the same day as Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Right.
I wouldn't even know what GTA is. I'd be like, yeah, no idea.
You know,
Get back to me in January.
GTA 6, don't know her.
yeah, I'm playing GTA first.
And I love GTA, but let's not.
But
be
I will
real.
play Zelda that
I don't
same
love
day.
it like Zelda. These
It's
are
not like I'm
different
gonna
loves.
like play GTA like I'm on GTA all day. No, I'll be playing Zelda that day too.
Yeah, my love, like the love for Zelda is real. That's deep,
Yeah,
deep rooted.
exactly. Especially for a classic like that.
Yeah, especially that's like the game.
It's not like a Link's
That is.
Awakening remake, you know.
Yeah, no, that is the game.
That is the game.
If it was Twilight Princess or Wind Waker, I'd be like GTA. But let's
Not
not fuck
Ocarina.
around. Like
for
let's
Wind
not-
Waker?
Yeah, because only because I've played it so much, and honestly, how much better are you going to do that than the HD version?
Right.
Like if they released Wind Waker HD the same day as GTA 6, I'm getting both, but I'm probably playing GTA 6 first. But not Ocarina. That's special.
Well, let me go questions out of order here then, because this is an Ocarina of Time question. Medi, who's in the chat, asks if an Ocarina of Time remakes the game in the same way Resident Evil 2 and Final Fantasy 7 were, is it still Ocarina of Time at that point?
I mean, how do you feel about Final Fantasy VII, Delvin? Is it still Final Fantasy VII or is it a whole different thing?
It's still Final Fantasy VII. It's still Final Fantasy VII is a little different because
It's like 3 games.
Well, also
No,
it goes from like that sprite thing to like a whole.
I think
blown
Resident
action game.
Evil 2 is still Resident Evil 2, but Final
That part.
Fantasy 7,
Is different.
light spoiler for Final Fantasy 7, it's called remake for a reason. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it for people.
Yeah. It I think it depends to see how great the remake is.
Correct.
Yeah, like is it like Star Fox looked really like you could tell me Star Fox is way different.
Yes.
You know, like is it like that? Are we blown away when we see we're like, holy crap? Have they changed the world? Have they changed the overworld? I don't know.
I
How
want
does it
them to
play?
go out of that safe zone because all of their remakes are very like true to the original game. Like it's like,
Sure.
better graphics or better controls, or they don't really. I really want them to go out of their comfort zone and make it more of a reimagining. And it's still Ocarina of Time at that point, but I feel like it is like an advancement of it. Like I would consider them to be 2 different games.
So I want to keep the journey very similar but enhance. Like I could do voice acting or new dungeons but I'd still want the
I think those
core
are 2 different
experience
leagues.
to be the
Voice
same.
acting is a way smaller league than adding dungeons. I feel like it's
Sure.
changing the game. See, here's the thing, like when you are like, let's say that you're putting all of the Zelda games in a tier list.
Like I want it to be familiar.
Here's my question. Like most people, they'll put like, Ocarina of Time 64 and Ocarina of Time 3D. Like, okay, I'm putting these as the same block in S tier. But
Yeah.
like there are Zelda games where I feel like you split them up into 2 separate games. Like Link's Awakening Game Boy is a different game than
Yeah.
Link's Awakening Switch.
Of
You know
course.
what I mean? Like
Yeah.
those are 2 different like categorizations of that game. So I think that's kind of like what he's asking. Like, is it still Ocarina of Time or is it like a new game?
I have no idea. I want it to be true to its original design and be familiar. Like you can add more gameplay and mechanics to that if you want, but like I still want to do the same things I did before.
Yeah.
And that's that Resident Evil remake. Resident Evil 2 and 4 feel like those games.
Correct.
Yeah. They're prettier and they play better, but I'm still running in the same direction I ran before.
You still
Right.
want to see
The
same
design
game.
is very same.
Yes.
I personally would hope that Ocarina's design would stay very similar.
I
Like
think
if
it
it played
would.
like Breath of the Wild, I'd be like, this is weird. This
Yeah.
is not that then.
I think it would if they did do it that way, but I don't think they're going to do it that way. I think they're going to.
They're traditionalists.
I think it's
Nintendo
going
has
to be
said this-
underwhelming.
They've said it a million times. The reason that they don't change their games a whole lot is that they want to stay true to its original. They value that. They barter in nostalgia. That's their business.
I
They
think the
need-
biggest jump is going to be like how we were just talking about Link's Awakening Switch. Like it is
Yeah.
this. If you know how to speed run Link's Awakening,
Mm-hmm.
you know how to speed run Link's Awakening Switch. But it is like kind of visually and
Oh, it's
mechanically
a whole
different
thing.
game.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm
I
thinking.
think that's the furthest they would go with it.
Sounds like the Star Fox thing. It's like
Yeah.
exactly what they're doing with that.
Yeah. You know how to beat this
It's got
mission.
cutscenes. Imagine if we see a Zelda cutscene for Ocarina of Time remake.
I think they would do cutscenes.
Oh shit! Like
I think they will do that.
That'd be cool.
His second question is how, and
What if
I
it's
just
got like Breath of the Wild like combat mechanics?
breakable weapons.
Not that. No.
No.
You took the worst part of
Absolutely
what I was.
not.
I'm
No.
thinking the movement. Like, what if the movement and the controls, the mechanics are like maybe somewhat familiar to that?
Okay, yeah,
I
maybe,
could see it.
maybe.
That's something.
Because I feel like that is an area of growth for Ocarina of Time. The combat is like
Of
a little
course,
lacking.
the Z targeting.
Yeah,
What
it
if
was
they've
very-
reworked all the
very
combat
elementary,
scenarios?
because I feel like the combat is a product of its time,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't have to be.
What if they added? Oh no, I won't go that far. Yeah, but yeah, there's
What were
a
you gonna
lot
say?
that could be done. I don't want to go there. Show's long enough. Let's not open up that can.
Okay. His second question ruffled some feathers. in our chat before I hopped on for the show. In fact, that was one of the reasons why I said I'll be right there, because I was finishing typing examples. I was arguing. He says, how come Zelda is the only Nintendo franchise with no sons? Why is nobody, indie or otherwise, making Zelda clones? Name one that isn't Tunic.
That's plenty.
Oh, they've made tons of Zelda clones.
He didn't like any of my answers.
Pretty much
what was the indie one that came out that everyone loved? There's two of them. It had sequel.
I said Blossom Tales.
Blossom Tales, exactly what I was thinking.
And he was like, that's your only answer, and it has
Ocean
mixed
Horn?
reviews.
That's all Ocean Horn is.
I said Ocean Horn. He didn't like that answer.
What was the Ubisoft one with the gods and stuff?
I said Okami. He didn't like that answer.
I don't like the Okami answer. Darksiders 2 is a Zelda-like.
Yeah.
I'm ready for you to name all of them and put them in his place.
There's a ton.
Because
the
I
Ubisoft
think Zelda
one was exactly Breath of the Wild.
I think there are more Zelda sons than anything else.
The one with the
Greek gods.
Yeah.
Oh, I said
it's
Phoenix Rising.
Yes.
Yeah, I said that.
All that is.
You didn't like that answer.
That's exactly what that game is.
But that's what it is.
That's all it is.
It's not if you like the answer.
I'll tell you that Darksiders 2 is my favorite one.
Yes.
That's my favorite Zelda.
There's quite a few of them. I don't think they get the same recognition as Zelda, of course, but there are quite a few good ones.
Yeah, but Blossom
He said Immortal Phoenix Rising is garbage ass balls and just an action game that looks like an ugly Breath of the Wild.
I don't disagree with him, although it looks really good on better hardware. But I don't disagree with him. It is kind of shallow, but it's exactly a clone of Breath of. It even has the same mechanics: gliders, combat, everything.
He says this is the problem. People say it's Zelda-like, and it just has a sword, a bomb, and it's an action game. No dungeons, no.
You cannot tell me that Phoenix Rising is not a Zelda. It is exactly Zelda-like.
Just because it's ugly and you don't like it,
put them side by side and they look the same.
Yeah,
you're kidding.
Your child is ugly doesn't mean it's not yours.
My favorite one is Darksiders 2.
Darksiders 2 is the perfect one.
I was pitched Darksiders because someone was
told
like,
me stop naming games that are top down as Zelda clones.
That Darksiders 2. That's a 3D Zelda-like. Oh, Kenna.
Yeah, that's another.
Kenna Zelda-like.
I agree with maybe Death's Door, but I don't agree with Little Gator Game. It is nothing like Zelda
for sure. Yeah. Shout out to that awesome fucking game. I love Death's Door.
Yes, Darksiders 2 has dungeons.
It does.
Darksiders 1 has dungeons too.
Yeah. Yep. That's why I fell in love with Death's Door so hard. Because, yeah, it is a Zelda-like, and it's awesome for it.
So, Medi, are those answers acceptable?
Sable?
See, he has to hear it from you. If he hears it from me, it doesn't count.
Sable? Did you ever play that? That's a Zelda, but it's like Zelda with no combat, which is a little weird. But the exploration and everything is very similar. Death's Door is pretty great.
Death's Door is pretty great.
He says Death's Door is an action game.
Okay, now we're just splitting hairs. Like Zelda's an action game. What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay. I'm done with that. I'm
done with that.
The last question is from another friend of mine named Chewy. He wants to know, my question is, what?
I said, Chewy, Chewbacca, Star Wars.
That's your Chewbacca impression?
Yeah.
What was the bad impression Rebecca gave us last week?
Let me be clear.
Yeah, that was your version of her Obama impression.
Oh yeah, that was Obama. She did.
Let me be clear.
All I heard, Delvin, was she said Chewy, and all I heard was. I was like, "What is that?" And you said Chewy, like Chewbacca. That was not Chewbacca.
Yeah, that was close enough.
He wants to know, my question is, what do you all think about Picto Nico now that you've played it?
I'm playing that fucking shit. I saw Grub posting photos from it. Maybe he was having fun. I'm never gonna listen. I didn't play Pokemon the app, like the Targ game. I'm not playing this.
No, not playing.
I just don't like. I don't like playing games on my phone. It just feels cheap. I don't like it.
I don't want them to store my photo and use it for like data purposes.
Oh, I didn't even think of anything
Because
like
you
that.
have to
But
take
yeah,
your picture
That's how
and
you
then
get
it's stored on the Nintendo servers for the rest of eternity.
That's how they get the AI.
Yeah.
That's how they get you. See?
I think people are too comfortable with uploading other people's work and or photos into Chat GPT without their permission.
Oh, they don't give a shit. They're doing that shit like crazy. Like they don't care
It's
about that
really
at all.
alarming
Oh,
that
yeah.
people think that's okay to do.
Someone built an AI app. So I work in emergency management. A big part of my business is planning. You write plans for emergencies. Someone took a bunch of plans because they're public, because of government, loaded them to an AI app, turned it into a sales tool that you can subscribe to where you can let AI listen to this. I'm kidding you not. It's real. You Google it. You can pay AI to write your emergency plans for you.
What a horrible idea.
What a terrible idea.
Holy shit.
But it's coming up, like it's happening. And guess what, Rebecca? Some folks they're doing it.
That's scary.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I had to submit a baby picture because for the end of the year they're having the teachers all their baby pictures, and the fourth graders have to guess who they think each teacher is, as their baby picture. So I submitted my baby picture, and I was helping the PTO mom print them. Because I had access to the color printer, and I saw that she had uploaded all of the pictures to ChatGPT and said, "Please turn these into numbered posters for my guess the baby picture with their names. Here's their names. Here's the answer sheet." And I'm like, "You put all of our baby pictures into chat." I didn't say this, but I was like, "You did this without asking any of us." Like,
said this.
Like, all you had to do was just fucking go on Canva and stick a number on it, and it would have been the same exact thing. Like, you're putting our baby pictures on there so it's in this database now with our names attached to it. Like, it's just a little uncomfortable to me.
Yes.
That people just feel like that's okay to do without asking their permission.
Look here. I agree.
I have heard of cases of people uploading other people's artwork into AI programs without their permission.
That's happening rampantly.
To make edits to their art. And I think that's outrageous.
That's rampantly happening.
Without their consent.
And you know what's worse, Rebecca? People are taking other people's code and uploading. People that have written lines and they're just uploading it to AI to replicate.
Well, listen, I have used AI for certain things, but never for anything creative, never for anything that's like emergency management or anything like with high stakes.
Our state had to put out a warning to EMAs to not use it.
And I've never
That's how I learned about
anybody's photos or artwork or otherwise their content to AI without their consent. Like, come on, let's think for a second.
We've talked about this a bunch on PSVG where we wax poetic about being old men shaking our hands at clouds. But AI really concerns me because it seems like the value mostly that I've seen when people put it in practice, here's what it's going to do, is it seems to be outsourcing logic and thinking. It's why pay someone
and replacing creativity.
Why pay someone to knows how to do it's essentially it's empowering those who can't.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Why do I need to pay someone for their expertise when I can let this robot do it for me?
Yes.
Right. And that's what it is. It's paying for those who can't.
And it's just really sad because I feel like things
you don't want people like that
and creative writing are it's an art, and people do it because they love it. And I feel like it's silly to be replacing enjoyable things with why are we automating the things that we love?
Well, you don't want those who can't using AI to write your emergency evacuation plans.
No. And I don't want to read a book that is by somebody who didn't bother to write it. I don't want to enjoy looking at artwork that somebody didn't bother to create.
We had I can tell this story now because we had an employee. We've had one of the things that's making work suck for me lately is that we had about 4 employees quit in the last month. So going into the World Cup, this thing we've been building towards, things have been busy. We're down 40% of our staff. one of the people that quit was a big AI fan, and they were building a presentation for these big state diplomats to talk about our program, what they did. So what they wanted to do was they wanted to create a graphic of the county broken down by cities, and they wanted to show like some data on top of it. But nobody is a good graphic designer, so nobody could do it. So he's like, don't worry about it. We'll use Claude to do it. So he tells Claude, make me a picture of the county, put it in different colors, and put these things on it. And it totally does. He throws it in the thing. Nobody thinks it differently. All of the values on the graphic were completely wrong. And they didn't find out until about 30 minutes before the presentation. Guess what they couldn't do? They couldn't change it because nobody knew how to make it in the first place because AI did it. So in the last minute, they just deleted the slide. So we just missed all of it altogether. Right. And it's like, yeah, that's guys. And like, I was sitting there because I am, my director is a big fan of this. So he's constantly he's talking to Claude and he's got on the phone and all that. He wants all of us doing it. And I absolutely refuse. And he's pushing really hard because I'm a programmer. He's like, it can help you code. I'm like, I don't want it to help me code. They're like, why? I was like, because I need to be familiar with the code. And they're like, why? It's because when it breaks, I know how to fix it.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
And when you say an art form, I know what exactly you mean in terms of music and art, but you know, like my life is programming. Programming is an art. Finding an eloquent programmer.
You're not going to use it for finding translating your Japanese. Why would you use it for making your code?
Finding someone that can efficiently code is an art form. And not just, you can outcode any problem, but the people that can efficiently do it and do it fast and it's simple and it works, and it's reliable, it's dependable. Yeah. So far, I'm not even against the tool. Like if it can help me, I'm all for it. But I need that warm and fuzzy because what's my business? My business is emergency management. There is no, when it breaks, I don't know what we're doing. That's the whole point of why we're here, is because when it breaks, we're the ones that are supposed to know what we're doing. Right. And it's an interesting generational thing. He's much older than me and I figured he'd understand it, but he doesn't kind of see it the same way. He's just all about, but this makes it faster. And I'm like, but faster isn't always better.
I don't know if Yarden is being sarcastic or genuine.
Like genuinely, like when I hear emergency management and someone goes, but it's faster, it's like maybe, but this isn't the business. Faster's not better. Yeah. This isn't the business to be trying to make it faster. This isn't McDonald's. It can help in debugging, John 32. I still don't use it. But I've seen others use it and it does it well. You can go, hey, here's my code. Why doesn't it work?
That's very different than saying, do it for me.
100%. And that's what that EMA tool I was saying about, that planning tool. You literally tell it to write you an EOP and it just gives you basically like a baseline. Like it does like a majority of the content. And then you go in and change the name and fix it out. And I'm like, you can't write a plan like that. That's insane.
Yeah. Yarden, why would you buy that? Why do you want everything to be smart? Like my fucking Keurig hooks up to the Wi-Fi. I don't use that. Why do all of your appliances need to be smart or connected to the internet?
Yeah.
Can I just ask a question? Because I'm not like quite old enough to. I don't think you guys really are.
Back
either,
in my generation, I could have slapped the fuck out of that.
Is this how people felt?
He said back in my generation 3. So he's like, yeah, no fucker, I was there.
Yeah.
I was in high school.
You fucking
why? Or no, my question is this how people talked about the internet when computers and online were
a little bit
starting out?
Yeah.
Like, are we like kind of have our head in the sand about the future?
Well, I'll tell you this. AI is the future. They're not lying to you. It will be put into everything. And they'll find a way to even automate it.
I'm so annoyed when I open up Google Docs and it wants, let Gemini write your whole thing for you. Bitch, let me just fucking type.
Yeah. No, it will. It is going to automate a lot of things. I think every industry will be touched. The next 10 years will be adapting this logic to all professions.
No, I'm not saying it's going to go away. And like, I understand that it's, parts of it are going to be here to stay, but like, is this what people like? It
needs regulations and guardrails, just like the internet did. What you're saying, Rebecca, back when the internet, like there was a whole .com boom rush, it collapsed even. All kinds of money poured into the internet in the late 90s because everyone saw what it could do.
if we were, who we are right now, like at the dawn of the internet, would we be like against it and saying like, whoa, like this is outrageous?
There were a lot of people back then that were doing that too.
Yeah.
Paper pushers, people
And I feel
illegality,
like
faxes and stuff.
I feel like me looking back, I feel like that's very silly.
Yeah.
There are people who still act like that, by the way.
It needs guardrails and regulation.
People who still like, I don't want to use the internet.
Like what you're saying, people using pictures to fake pictures of other people or steal their work. It needs guardrails and regulation, just like the internet.
But why? I don't understand why you needed to scan what's in your fridge and show you what you can make when you can open up the fucking refrigerator door and use your eyeballs and the brain that you were given when you were born and think, I have bread and cheese and lunch meat. I can make a sandwich. You don't need your fridge to tell you that.
Yarden by buying a good fridge.
Yeah, he bought such a. I'm upset that he spent so much on a fridge. I've never spent that much on a fridge.
And here's the
I'm envious
because I feel like it stops you from thinking for yourself. And I guess like the equivalent would be like, let's say like, right now, one of my concerns about AI is like using like deep fakes, like being able to like
that is a huge
use my face on videos and have me doing things or saying things that I never did or said. Did people feel this way about like Photoshop when it came out?
Well, remember, I'll jog your memory. One of the great disruptors of the world was Napster. What the internet has done to music. And back then, where there were people really like the internet's awful, yeah. Like there were a lot of people really mad about that. It's disruptive. That's what AI is doing now, and we will find a way to adopt it, and it'll be regulated, and it'll be normalized. We're in that disruption period right now. It's not being normalized right now. Think about what Amazon
it's being normalized.
Think about what Amazon did to millions of stores across the country.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like Amazon came along and suddenly every local bookstore closed.
So how come I feel like, I mean, I was able to recognize that like, oh man, that sucks for stores. But like, on the other hand, I feel like, okay, well, stores needed to adapt, and they didn't.
That's what professions are doing now.
I wasn't like outraged by that. I realized that like the $1 billion, trillion Amazon Bezos sucks but I use it. But like, I don't feel the same way about AI. Like, I feel like, I don't know.
I think because we're not there yet. We're not to the point where it's the point where AI is something that you have to use every day.
Well, they're just breaking it. It's still not really. It's not reliable yet. Like they're still. Yeah. It's not ready.
Yeah.
Like we say, we're using every day, and that's like right now we're using.
Am I going to change my tune on it?
Yeah, we all will.
Might not have a choice.
Yeah, we all will. In 10 years, it'll just be normalized.
Look at it like this: there was a time where people didn't have Netflix and didn't care about having Netflix.
Correct.
Now everybody has
here's
Netflix.
The thing, like I also worry about the sustainability of it with all
like
these data centers and water usage. Like our planet can't take that. We're going to have energy crises.
Well,
I don't know I don't know the large scale. I think that might be a bit hyperbolic. That might be too far. But I don't know enough to not know. I don't know
I think
enough.
we will, but I don't know how severe it will be.
My electric bill is going up the past couple months because of these data centers.
I think that's real. I do. I think locals are going to shoulder this. Guess what? Just like we did with the DSL upgrade and laying fiber and everything else. Yeah, that's how that works.
But like I've always said, these things are only going to stop when people start really sticking together and saying something about it. And the problem is, people don't say anything about it.
Are people writing for themselves going to go away, and I'm just going to accept that someday? Is it going to be rare to find an author who writes their own book?
I think you'll have to get used to many people not doing it, and then lifting up those that choose to do.
Yes.
And you have to be more wary of
like a hippie, like kind of old school granny who only, has artwork on my wall by a real person and only listens to music that was recorded by a human. Am I going to be a granny?
Probably.
Yeah. Just like
I
we're
do
old
like
men.
that some websites are like forcing companies to put, if it's made by AI, they force them to put like, hey, this is made by AI.
Well, here's the thing. I
That'll go away,
don't
too.
mind when I know.
That'll
when
go
I
away,
know,
too.
But that's like that sucks. Like
That'll go away because eventually it'll be just normalized.
because like I feel like if I'm scrolling on TikTok and I see like this is AI generated, I can either say that's stupid and scroll away, or I can say, okay, like I don't like AI, but at least I know it's AI, and then I enjoyed it for what it was, knowing it's AI. But like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I like being able to know, and
It's
I feel like
very
that's part of the
dangerous.
regulation is knowing. I don't want to like.
Well, eventually it'll
Especially
get to
as
the
it gets
point.
harder to tell. Like that's the thing.
See,
like
that's
if
it.
it's fake people, I don't know.
Here's the point. The point is, based on like how technology evolves, it'll get to the point where it's so good that it is the norm.
But
And
I
then
think
you won't flag it anymore because it just is.
I want to know if the video of Donnie Reese that I'm watching is really him or somebody using his likeness.
And the demand for that's going to go up the more this keeps happening. Yeah. Yeah,
what do
you're
you mean
going
the demand for that? The
they're
demand
going to
to
be
know?
like, so like interviews, political things, people are going to be like, hey, this is real. This is not AI. This has not been documented, right? Yeah. But as AI video gets better, like eventually, like the way this is going and what the vision is eventually you'll just be able to tell it to make you a movie, and it just does.
Yeah.
And
With
when
some-
that
Why would
gets,
I want to watch a movie that's not like made by somebody with a message or a
a
purpose?
lot of people don't care.
Yeah.
If they could craft their own, if they could tell it what, if they could have what they want on a moment's notice. And right now, the reason it doesn't happen right now is because it's not good enough. But the moment it's good enough,
So we're all going to lose our
That-
media literacy, and then they're going to be able to pass
Well,
laws that hurt the
to
common
Becky.
person.
We've already lost.
I mean,
was
she
going
works in
wild.
school.
Yeah.
I will tell you, you don't need to go so dystopian with it, but there's a reason
But that's
why
what's happening. It is
there's a reason
happening.
why science
People
fiction has
can't
written
read,
this before.
Donnie. People
I'm
cannot
aware.
read.
I'm aware. I'm very aware. I'm very aware.
And when you can't read, the politics of it scare me.
There's a reason why people are very concerned.
A lot of people are believing things that are not true. And
I just don't understand why they're pushing it so much in education when they're so against students using it to write their essays. Like, you're gonna make like AI lesson plans, but then dock a kid and like give them a 0 for using AI to write their paper or do their project. I think it's such a double standard.
Well, I mean, if you want to like a bigger picture thing, if you look at like what this could be and how it translates, if you had the answer to every problem and the synopsis, the understanding to the world's, information at the palm of your hand, why would you need to go to school?
Correct.
Why would you need to teach anyone to do this if
So
you
that
had a
you can learn
tool-
how to think critically.
No, I'm not trying to get you to defend it. I'm thinking take that point that you're making and expand it out across generations. Think about how expensive public schooling and everything. If you had the world's knowledge that you could ask at any moment and it be accurate, why
But
would
here's
you
the
would
thing.
stop teaching people?
But it's only as good as what the people feed into it. So it's only as good as if it's getting that accurate information from somewhere. So we still need researchers. We still need writers. We still need the people who are supplying the information. We got Garrett Bland over here who can't wait until AI walks you through how to play the whole fucking video game. But if you don't have the guide writers to write it, it's not going to know how to do it. And they're what?
Garrett was just minding his business.
No, he's fucking wrong about this. To his credit, I think that he has backed up on this stance since we talked about it that one day that made me so angry. But yeah, so these children who go through school are never going to learn how to do these things, and we're going to plateau, and then it's going to fall off because everything's going to be wrong because it's not getting supplied with modern, accurate information.
I think there'll always be supply. I mean, I think you're giving assumption is giving.
There always will be the people who are privileged enough to get the education that is not AI fueled, the rich and the wealthy, and
it very well may be class based.
And it's going to be class based. It already is. Johnny, let me tell you, all of the poor families have all their kids have iPads and phones. All of the rich families don't give their kids those things. and they do better in school.
Yeah. No, it's who are the ones that use it? I talked about this on PSVG a bit. In public safety, most public safety is not known for hiring like the best candidates. A lot of people never went to college. That's why they become firefighters, police officers. They rise in rank a lot through experience. And that doesn't mean to take it away, but it's just not the most educated workforce. Guess who loves AI? Public safety.
Yep.
And my read on that pretty early on was I do feel like the
Donnie,
the less educated take to it more. Because again, it does for those who can't.
Think about that demographic that you just described. Who do they vote for?
I don't even want to go there.
But that's the route that it needs to go to, because those are the ones who are passing laws about all of this.
True.
Well, I think a part of that is because people are investing in the AI and making that a thing. The people who are in power have a vested interest in AI becoming a thing.
Hang on. I also want to add, because I'm not disagreeing with you. So don't see me as being your foil. I'm not. I'm just trying to offer a well-rounded.
You're just saying it's not relevant to the conversation, but I think it's the entire conversation.
I never said it wasn't relevant. I never said that at all. But I will tell you, there is a different outcome that you're not thinking of that I actually have heard postulated. If AI could be used to free people from needing these certain skill sets, then it opens up the opportunity for allowing those same people to then maybe perhaps reinvest into the arts.
That's
if you have
the
AI
ideal
that
scenario.
can do, if you have AI that can do programming or math or answer that, maybe you lessen that in schools and you put in more music programs. You make more artists. You teach people to create more like.
That's the
more
future that it
human
should go
focus.
towards, but I don't see it going in that direction right now.
Yeah,
Well,
no, you can't argue that
not-
it is.
We're getting all of the arts cut for these AI programs and everything else, and it's just.
I honestly
I
sounds
do
a
think,
lot like.
I do think there's a political, there's a nefarious.
This sounds
backdrop
way
to all of
more. This sounds way more like the dawn of the computer than the internet. When computers were coming around, that was a big disruptor, and there were people that are like, "You can't trust it. You can't put." And now computers are every day. I look at AI as way more like that. I think in 20 years from now, you're going to look back on this, and I don't think it's. I hope. I don't think it is, but I do hope it's going to be displacement. That's what I'm worried about. There's going to be a large workforce displacement. We already see it. How many times have you guys already ordered at a fast food restaurant that had nobody take your order?
Yeah,
You just tell it
that's
what
the
you
thing.
want. Yeah.
Checkers
No.
had that.
So my worry about
I've had the
AI,
screen.
my worry about AI is the workplace displacement. Where are
Which is
there
what
enough
they're doing now.
jobs to move everyone over?
The only way that that'll work is if there's universal basic income.
But I'm not worried. I say again, you might be
Well,
right. I'm not disagreeing with you. I just don't know if it's that far. I think you're going very far with like you have an idea and then you go to the end of that idea. I don't know if it's going to be to the end of those ideas.
I think that a lot of this stuff is going to get regulated sooner than later.
I do too.
I think it needs to be. I really
Yeah.
hope it does. And I think that the old motherfuckers in office right now aren't the ones who are going to regulate it, because
Well, of
they're
course.
deep into the pockets of OpenAI. Do you know how much money OpenAI gives to Trump and all of those other cronies?
Yeah, and that's why I think it's going to get regulated. I think that
Yep.
they're putting up too many roadblocks for it not to get regulated. That is
Just-
definitely going to get regulated.
Just
now.
like Napster.
Yeah.
It's going to disrupt until it's going to go as far as it does until it starts to cost people money, and then they'll put things up to stop.
I'm
And
just worried that it's going to infiltrate education before it gets to be regulated. And I'm really encouraging my union leaders to get it written into our next contract protections against it, because I fear for a future where, like you described, education is all, they learn themselves via AI models and the teachers are the babysitters. And that's not what anybody wants.
I think that's on the table.
I
think AI could be very
counseling
disruptive.
job because they can, every time they have a problem, they can just type into
People-
ChatGPT like,
People
I am
use
feeling
AI for
angry.
counseling a lot.
Like, that's really disturbing to me,
Yep. I agree with you.
because the
AI
whole
is
purpose of
not good
counseling
for
is
that.
the person-to-person connection.
I think AI is going to be profound impact on education, healthcare, and computer
And
science.
it's alarming because as of right now, there are several cases of AI telling teenagers, yeah, here's a way you can go kill yourself. And then they go kill themselves.
Yeah, that is a thing.
And
Yep.
that's really disturbing.
Like I said, it needs regulation.
Yeah, and I think that regulation is going to come sooner than later.
Next
I
one
really do.
What did they win?
in 6.
Oh, that series is over.
Oh,
Or did they play the Spurs or something? I thought
I
the
don't know.
Spurs
Somebody
and
just came in and
Thunder
said
were
that.
still going.
I don't know. Knicks in 6. Somebody just said.
Oh, I got you.
I don't think that.
Oh, thank you. He called me cute. So yeah, thank you for letting me rant about my my woes.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Some people can't tell you what the word woes means because media literacy is at an all-time low.
I've seen a lot of teachers on TikTok talking about that, and I've met a lot of kids. So like, yeah, no, I've seen it. it's an interesting, yeah, it's interesting out there.
There's a trend right now where they make they have like a sentence with like mildly difficult words. Like they're not even difficult words. They're just like longer than average words. And they go up to people in the street and have them read it and they can't do it. And
Yeah.
it's really
I've seen that.
alarming.
Oh,
It's
even
really sad.
I mean, I throw my daughter under the bus, but I told you, we were doing a map test. Like we had a map and we were having guess capitals and stuff. And I don't mind anybody not knowing the capitals. That's just something we used to learn. But I'm telling you, she missed
There's
complete
some
states.
basic ones you should know.
She missed some complete states. She made up states. She completely had Japan and like the like if you can't identify Europe
Yeah,
on a
that's
map,
bad. That's
I
bad.
got real questions. I'm like,
That is bad.
I asked her I pointed at Japan and I was like, what's this? She was like, I don't know, London. I was like, what? Like that's insane.
Yeah.
So she was like, yeah, they don't do geography. I was like, what do you mean they don't do geography? That's what she said. She said they don't do geography.
Yeah,
gotta watch the anime,
that's.
actually.
I mean, there's a difference between learning geography and like having basic worldly knowledge. And I don't think you need to know like the capital of Romania right off the top of your head, but you should be able to point to Europe on a map and know the basic world capitals and know how many continents we have.
I agree.
That's just basic world knowledge, and it's no excuse for somebody who is a college educated person.
Like I said,
Mhm.
just watch the Animaniacs. They teach
And
you
it's
that
I'm
stuff.
not even against her. Like they're all like that. I mean, that's the fruit of our education system. And maybe my parenting. I don't know. I never knew I had to sit down and teach world geography. Maybe I should. But like we did.
Just being aware of the world.
Right. Correct.
Good job, Yarden.
But yeah, I mean, I think that's a real concern. It's scary. But I also think there is real good uses for it too. Like you can do things.
I agree.
Yeah. I'm somewhat still mixed on it. I just don't want to depend on it. That's my
I lean negative. I recognize the potential good, but I lean
I
negative.
feel like I'm waiting. I think for me, my best way to describe it is I'm waiting for it to be safe. Like I'll interact with it when I think it's safe.
just because I've seen
accident.
I've seen too many people that I'm close with just like lose their passion, not lose their passion, but like watch their artwork and all of that become irrelevant. All of their years of skill just become irrelevant because of
That's
this.
me.
Or like, their work gets stolen and put into AI or like,
That's me. My job is very much under threat by this. Like what I do is I am a very light programmer and I use software to help people solve problems. And AI can definitely build the things that I build. What I tell myself, probably copium, we'll see, is that the difference between me and somebody that has a tool that can just do what I do is I know why I'm doing the things I'm doing. I know how to address and identify bottlenecks or holdups in the workflow in the process that will stop this from happening. I don't think people, like if you had a tool that you just say, hey, build me that thing Donnie built, a tool can build that, but it's not going to take into account all the dependencies that it took me to get there. So it's not going to work like it would. Again, eloquent coding. It's not going to work the way it would if I did it. Now, maybe it won't matter because if it works, right? Maybe it won't matter. But a lot of my value is that like I am kind of like AI in my profession. I speak firefighter. And that means if you guys have never worked with firefighters, again, not super bright. So a lot of times I will sit with them. They'll like kind of describe to me the problem, but they don't really have the words, right? And I translate it. I go, oh, I know what you need. I don't think AI can do that.
Can I say something about firefighters?
No.
Fine, I won't.
Tell us.
Yes, Rebecca, tell us about the firefighters.
Hot.
Oh, of course.
Oh, of course, without question.
Don't ever get into a long-term relationship with a firefighter, Rebecca.
Yes.
I wasn't planning on it.
I'm
but
just
why?
letting you know. The amount of when I was at my old job, our office was right next. It was right next to the fire station. The amount of wives and girlfriends that would show up at the firehouse because the guy was in there with another woman at the firehouse. They're all married. They all have a side chick, and I'm speaking in. There are a lot
It's
of great
better
firemen in the
than
world.
A cop, they beat up.
It's
their
like the
wives.
male equivalent of a
Jesus.
nurse.
They do. They do. Look it up statistically.
It's like the
Well, I know
male.
a cop, so
It's like the male equivalent of like working in a hospital, like being a nurse or doctor. Like they're pretty renowned for sleeping around.
Yes.
That's real. And I know there's great firefighters out there too. They're not all like that, but there's a lot of them. Like there's enough of them that give them all a bad name.
Yes.
40% of police officers abuse their significant other.
And it's
I'll let you
crazy
know.
how open
And
they'll
that's
do it.
only how many have been reported. It's probably
I'll let you know
more.
when I talk to him tomorrow.
Again, they hire high school diplomas.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ones who were bullies who want to feel a sense of power.
Not all, but some.
But many.
I'll let
There's
him
a
know
lot
that-
of there's a lot of good firefighters and cops too.
No, I love firefighters. They're great. They actually are helpful.
I got to stick up for some of them. I can't. I've worked with too many really great ones to throw them all out there. But there are bad ones. That's real too. We all know that. There's bad ones as well.
pretty much.
But I've legit seen men with 40-year marriages hit on officers or other things like right in front of me.
That's
like,
disgusting.
They don't even hide, like with the ring on and everything. Like in that space, it's kind of like it's kind of just expected. Yeah, it's
Accepted.
just it is.
That's gross.
I've always had a theory. I've talked about this with people many times. I have a theory that I think it's like the shift work. I think when you're off like a normal, like when you do like the day to day, like the 9 to 5, I think that's one. The moment you start working like 3 to 12, 6 to 3 in the morning, like when you're on that, I find that people that do that, they kind of live like double lives. They have like the life they have at home, and then they have the life that they have like out.
Gross.
My uncle was a firefighter, and I'll just say this: he has a lot of kids.
There's a lot of divorces.
There's
Funny. Hang on. Let me. I can even tell my point even more. Today, the AJC ran a story. I saw the headline. I didn't read the story because it just happened. Atlanta just read an article that one of the police chiefs sleeping with the judge.
I saw that.
Yeah, see, like it's like national news. Like it just happened.
Yeah.
Like it happened. It's pretty
And I
commonplace.
think it happened like in the courthouse.
Like it'll blow
Gross.
people's minds to know like just how frequent it is.
Very.
Yeah.
We podcasted for 3 hours.
I had fun hanging out with you guys.
And there's your Nintendo news, folks.
It's
I
probably
imagine
like 15% of this was about video games.
I imagine like by the time we reach 500 in the end, like our reviews are gonna be like, "What the fuck even is this anymore? like what happened?"
Yeah. Oh, well, we just have
If you
AI
made
do
it
for
this
us.
far,
AI,
thank
Yeah,
you
just have
for,
AI do it
for
for us.
listening. If
AI
anyone
Delvin.
who listened.
Yeah.
Oh my God, could you imagine? You can do that. There's this
I
thing
know.
where you can take your class notes or your PDFs and put it into a program and it creates a podcast of two
Yeah.
people talking back and forth.
That's how my daughter studies. I've heard it. It sounds so real. Oh, it's so real.
Dude.
Yeah. Oh, we're cooked, Rebecca.
I just want to say, if I was in college, like I feel like it was like the last chopper out of Nam kind of thing with this AI, because I graduated in college 10 years ago in 2016. I finished grad
Right
school in
before it started.
2018. So like that was right before it really, started happening. I feel like I would be a different person right now if I went through college with this technology.
Yes.
The wealth displacement.
I would have had better grades probably.
because it's not that it's going to stop people from hiring. It's going to stop people from hiring good people.
Mm-hmm.
And that means they don't have to pay as much. And that honestly, more than anything, that feels like the whole point of this. Like that's really where it's going to be effective. Is I pay these people a lot of money because they're really smart, and now we don't need them anymore.
And that's what I mean about the class divide.
Yeah, no, that's spot on. You've nailed it. And it's going to be which side of that? What side of that are you on? Are you on the side where it's working for you, or are you on the other side where you're working for it? Yeah. Unfortunately for me, I think I'm on the side where I'm working for it. I'm on the bad side. I've actually had deep discussions, Melissa. I've thought about like maybe should I be considering like a severe career change at the moment.
Josh is thinking about going to become an electrician.
When Jack, this has been for years in the making now, but when Jack was in 8th grade, he started really talking to me about what he wanted to do. Oh. And I told him, I said, listen to me. When I was your age, computers were the future and everyone was told to do it. I'm telling you right now, Jack, learn something you can do with your hands, something you can do on your own to make your own money. If I could go back and change, that's the best advice I'd give myself.
Yeah. Well, thank Lord. I almost went and was going to become like a copy editor. Thank God I didn't, because that job's out the
working
window.
In media. Oh, you were screwed trying to make a living as like a journalist at the moment.
Yeah.
You mean I don't have to pay? I can just do this and it writes a whole article in 3 seconds?
Yeah.
You know, like that's way better than you. Yeah.
Yep.
But I'm also wondering, and I don't think, and it's not that I even like it, right? We say we hate it until something comes along. But I am wondering, do we reach a point where like, what if the next great story was written by AI? It probably will be.
There's an AI actress or model or something where...
Like, what if the next great movie was made with AI? You know, like...
But is it really great if there isn't
that's a great
like,
question.
A meaning behind it? Like,
so
I don't
that's the question.
So.
But in the eyes of entertainment, is it? Like, what if it's just a really
I don't want to just
story?
be entertained. I want to think about it afterwards. I want it to have meaning. I want it to be a person's like heart and soul.
I think we all say that until we see something that changes our mind.
Correct.
Like we all say that until you hear your favorite song or your next favorite movie. Mm-hmm. And then you soften because you were like, well, but I did love this though.
Yeah.
Right. And that's how this works. And I understand the doom. And I think all that's very real, but there is another side to that coin.
Yeah. Eventually AI gets to the point where it can curate your music for you and it makes songs based off what you like.
Can we have AI cure diseases? Like, can we have it like...
Or the idea of what it could do with robotics.
Cure cancer.
Yeah. All of your favorite sci-fi movies have visions of these robots doing all these menial tasks. AI is a key for that to happen.
Well, that's what it should be. It should be the menial task that nobody wants to do.
Like if you could program a robot that can talk and understand complex prompts and it can load the dishwasher, suddenly that's the next car. And everyone wants to buy $100,000 home robot that can fold laundry or whatever, you know.
Folding laundry, yes, I want that.
See,
wait,
there are other applications.
I feel like AI, like people use AI to describe things that are not AI. A robot that folds my laundry is a machine. It's not artificial intelligence.
But it would need, like, the reason that robotics don't have that now is you can't prompt them and they don't understand like the logic. Imagine if it could.
Yeah.
Like video games are really disruptive place to work at all, but AI is going to run roughshod over that.
I'm not against AI in my video game for certain uses. Like, I forget what game it was where people thought that maybe they were using AI for all of the NPC dialogue because it was like Spider-Man or some game that was like that, where like there's like 10,000 lines of dialogue.
Yeah, a lot of people want a language model in video games.
Like that,
for,
I don't
immersion.
care. The other thing is like Minecraft in like procedural generation.
Yeah.
I don't care. Use AI for procedural generation. Whatever. Stuff
Upscaling,
like that.
The Switch uses AI.
I am open to those types of things. What I am against is it replacing things like people who make the character models. I don't want a character model AI. I don't want a voice AI. I don't want things that are taking the heart and soul out of it.
The problem is you're going to get both.
Yes.
The reality is that you can't draw lines in the sand that people.
Yeah, I
like,
can.
peop-
Sure, I can.
You can, but people won't adhere
Yeah.
to it.
Eventually, like
Because think about it, like if it ever gets there, I don't think I've seen AI impressive enough to like build a video game. But if it gets there, when other companies start cranking out games that people buy 10 times faster than people do the old way, just like the old bookstores and the old way, like they'll go away. That's unfortunately, that's capitalism. That's how that works.
I already think about like the movie Companion
Mm-hmm.
and how people just grow these parasocial relationships with AI and stuff like this. It's already happening now. There's like,
I worry about it because I think like Rebecca, it's not as good. Like right now, it's not as good. So that's why I always question, will it ever get there? Or will it just be not as good because it's faster?
well, people are already developing those relationships with AI.
Like, is
not
it
good
in
yet.
shitification or does it get to the point where it's great?
My question is, why would I want to spend time consuming something that somebody didn't want to even bother spending the time to create?
Because eventually it's going to get to the point where
I
you
think
may not
too
even
many
realize it.
people. I think too many people don't care,
Yeah.
and honestly, that's art.
Yeah.
That's always been art. Is that it's usually for the few.
People
Well,
don't care now.
I don't have to
You're
like it.
really right. I'm not, and I don't like it. I'm not against you. I'm not for it. I'm just conversating.
People don't care now, and like I said, it's at Gen 1.
Like I think my job will be replaced by it, and but I also see it as like, yeah, but if someone could just talk to a screen and it does what I do, yeah, that's me. I'm the guy that used to put the wheel on
We're
the car.
all gonna end up fat like those people in Wally
That's
in
if you
those
can afford
chairs.
food. I'm the guy that used to put the tire on the car at the assembly line, and now a robot does it.
Yeah.
Like I'm that guy right now, looking at them making the robot. I'm like, oh shit.
Well, that's what we have a Ozempic for, Rebecca. You can pay for that. That's how it works now.
So I mean, I feel like more than most, I'm going to be impacted by this.
This is why I'm not having kids, because I don't want them to be in a future like this.
I don't think the future's that dark.
I do.
Could be just a new future. Could be better.
Maybe we'll get the Terminator future.
See, I
Could be
think
that too. Could be
my-
a Terminator future.
The problem is what we're headed towards
It's
is an
possible.
entire economic collapse of, we're not going to have water because of all of these data centers.
Just any idea why you jump so far to the extreme?
But it's happening though. I'm not jumping that far to the extreme because we're seeing it happen. People can't afford anything.
I mean, the Steam Deck went up and then it sold out.
That's true. And those people are stupid. I wouldn't pay that much
And you're
for that.
right. I've seen documentaries on a data center in West Virginia that made the water not drinkable.
Yeah.
So I've seen it, but I also know
I've
that.
seen several situations that happen. Yeah.
But there's 200 million people in America that aren't impacted by that don't care.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
And there are communities rallying against that as we speak.
And what are those people that are affected? They don't matter because it's not everywhere. It's just those people.
No,
can
no,
just
not that it doesn't
die.
matter. It's not that I wouldn't say it's that they don't matter. It's my question is like, are you extrapolating an acute case and applying it to the globe?
I'm not saying the globe. I'm saying like millions of people. Like, of course, the whole humans aren't going to go extinct because of AI. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that we're headed towards another like depression on a large scale because of just the class divide.
Well, to be fair, a few years ago, millions of people died and people didn't even care about that.
Facts.
It's something that we could have mitigated a lot. And people
Yeah,
did
and
not
I'm
give
sorry
two
that I don't
fucks
want to
about
see
it.
that happen again.
Yeah, I agree.
You don't have to apologize
You
for
don't
it.
apologize. Yeah,
And I'm not disagreeing with you. I think a lot of your stuff is sound. I just do think you're applying it in really broad strokes.
I think Rebecca has a good heart,
Yeah, of course.
a very good heart, and I don't think the world.
And I generally like
have
to
that
explore
same-
ideas, Rebecca.
Yeah.
This is just what I do. People say something, I'm like, all right, let's go here. I like trying to figure out why people think the way they think. It's just a hobby of mine.
I think the thing is more. It's more. It feels like it's more and more people less like you, Rebecca, than there is.
That's fact. The world is becoming a very inconsiderate place.
Correct.
I wish everybody was kind and well educated.
I do too.
I really do.
Yeah, and that's and
for this episode, please.
And
Do
yeah,
better.
like that's kind of a part of the plan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Less
And I think
free
that
thinkers.
I think that the politicians want people to be not educated.
I think some do.
That's always been a thing.
Yep.
I have to go soon because my headphones have been beeping at me for the
Well, it's only
last
been
20
3
minutes
hours
saying
left.
that they're
Yeah, it's
going
only
to die.
been 3 hours.
Yeah.
You're the one that kept going on about AI.
Yeah. To be fair, it wasn't done at this time.
That was your whole rant.
That
You're
was
like, yeah,
you.
that whole hour, that was all you.
Yeah.
How did we get there? I don't even know how we got there.
To be
The
fair, it
question
wasn't
was
done
about
this time.
Picto Nico.
I don't know what you did.
Picto Nico. That's hilarious.
Okay. Thanks for changing your schedule so that I could be here
I
tonight.
think you were changing the state of for Friday Shack. People are going to be like, don't ever do this again.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
I am so curious about how people
Sunday
review
mornings
this
are bust.
episode.
Yes.
Next time,
We
just
got
skip,
big
guys.
we
Do
got
it
rave
with the racists
reviews
or
last
sleeping,
Friday.
Delvin.
We did. Yeah, we had the Discord lit up for
Now they're gonna open up their Spotify and see 3 hours and like 10% of it was video games.
Correct.
Remember, what was that one guy? Remember, he's like, this isn't the podcast I love anymore. Remember that guy?
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe you were right.
All right, Koopalings. I'm gonna go play Mina the Hollower.
Friday Shacks for the sickos.
It is.
Yeah.
This is the real Shack After Dark.
Oh, it's fun stuff. I
Yeah.
miss it.
Yeah. All right. See you in a little while, crocodiles, Koopalings, something. I don't know. Bye.
Good night. Good night, Koopalings. Whenever you're ready.
All right. This is Frederick from Fire Emblem Awakening. And I forgot the line already. What?